Ah, hello. Last 2 minutes of ad break. A little bit of insight in my mind. Magic yo, be greeted, be blessed. Hello, hello, hello. Take the bongos, take my heart. I'll be right back. Oh, ads are over in 2 minutes, so see you then. Ah! Stream starto, ads are over. Welcome back everybody, welcome back. Har. It's so over everybody. A lot of awesomeness. As you can see, client has to be reset. So yeah, give me a sec. We'll not need 5 minutes, but nonetheless, it will take a little bit of time. So let's get that out of the way before anything else. Ah, Magic from scratch going strong. Hi, Magic for noobs. For pros, for everyone. My green screen is all over the place once again. Always setting up, always shimmering, glimmering and whatever. I love to see it. So yeah, that's a thing. Nonetheless, I'm still giving my best to at least keep it somehow professional. Which is always a little tough. We still try our best. And yeah, as you can see, we were quite successful the last time with our Magic from Scratch series. Got a nice little trophy draft in. So yeah, the limited madness went quite nice. Your battle weekend was awesome, but the limited madness even better yesterday. Look at this. Train wreck into trophy draft. This is what I want to see. So big, yikers, big, nice. Kinda love it. So this is where it is today. Nonetheless, we'll be doing a lot of Zero Budget Brawl today. As you can see, the last time I played it was a little bit... mediocre with the records. Still quite happy where we are so far. So let's go and build more awesome view deck battles. Build more Zero Budget Brawl lists for all of you to enjoy on the YouTubes and so on. So music begun. And let's lock it into the MGG. So, pum 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 pum. Zero Budget Brawl has to reset. So let's go. I think day 128 we are already. Did some zero budget brawling on Sunday, I guess. Yep, 2 days from now. Already December 16th, so that's a thing. Point redemption it is. Get that out of the way. Do it like that. It do be like that, I would say, everybody. Think something like this should be fine-ish. Towering ever so big over my head. So everybody, welcome back to another edition of Zero Budget Brawl, the episode. The series where I'm not allowed to craft any wildcards, use only what I have, and whenever my viewers throw me a bone from time to time with their channel points on Twitch, I get some nice little rare mythic uncommon or common wildcard created. They throw me some bones, make me craft some cards, and I humbly oblige to craft the decks too. So if you have a look at our channel point redemptions from last weekend, Bambit always going strong with the redemptions. Wants to finally make me craft some ninjas. Wants to ever so strongly push the Yuriko Taigo's shadow in the right direction. Unless we have some other good commanders to brew around with. Last time with Raisasa's Toph Earthbending Master. This time we'll be doing a little bit of Jolom the Worldmaker and greatest Earthbender Toph once more. So that will be the plan for today. Other than that, we also got the shield with the Apocalypse still to craft, still to draft, still to play. And also got the Roma Sava for more ninja action. So, first things first, start with the Tangerine. Let's go to town. We already crafted the card. So as you can see, my zero budget brawl list, if the server allows it, we are nearing 100 decks ever so often. Have to delete some from time to time, so that's a thing. Go to our format of choice, which is Brawl. Then go to the Jolom and have a look what the commander does. I should have crafted it. Am I stupid? Don't tell me Jolom is not legal in... Is Jolom not legal in Brawl? I think so. Let's have a short little look. Timeless. Maybe I cannot write. Should be a collected card. Where the heck is the card? It was so low, it was so slow. Am I not able to write? Jolom. Still, if I go go multicolor, there it should be. Where is it? Where is it, Jolom? Jolom the Worldmaker! There we have it! Jolom from Alchemy 24. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to one target artifact, land, or it's target artifact or land you control that isn't a creature token. Until the end of turn, it becomes a spirit, a creature with vigilance and double team in addition to its other types. So that is a very interesting commander. Ooh, Bambit was gonna write first. Bambit. Always so competitive. Yeesh. So yeah, we'll be doing a little bit of Jolom the Worldmaker today. And then go into Toph Metal Bending Master, and then... No, not Metal Bending Master. Earthbending Master. Nope. Greatest Earthbender. We go into another Toph and then we play some shoulder. Sheesh. 0 budget Brawl Day it is today. Nonetheless, it's the Aussie way for Bambit to be competitive. I understand. If you're not competitive enough in your country, you just die. Nature is very, very humbling there. And I think the humans are also quite tough nuts. So yeah, today we play some Jolom, the Wildcard, making some artifacts, some lands with some double teaming. So I'm kind of interested to see how this card works. Alchemy cards are always a little bit iffy to brew around with if you don't really know what the key abilities do. Double teaming is very interesting because it controls a token. It controls a copy of a non-token card into your hand. And that card loses perpetually double team, which doesn't really matter, because if you keep the original, you can just copy it every turn. So Jolom kinda strong-ish as a commander. A little bit tough to evaluate for me, because controlling stuff into your hand normally needs a lot of cheap creatures. So we'll see how far we come with that. Bant is definitely the bestest of colors to control some solid power into your hand, so I think we'll start with rare deck and see how far we come. We need a lot of artifacts, we need a lot of lands, so that's a thing. And yeah, because they become creatures, you don't need to do anything too crazy in the creature slot. We'll definitely go to Brawl here. Make it our commander before anything else. Then have a look at that. Yeah, Bambit with 20 more laurels and then I have to craft another ninja. Oh, Bambit, why? I have to play all of the ninjas, I love it. So yeah. For the Jolom, we go by type, filter by artifacts, have a look at our busted artifacts in deck. Also kind of nice with our alchemy cards from 2025 with the Edge of Eternity's alchemy cards like the Network Marauder, so I think we search that one up before anything else. Could also copy our Sirima the Beloved, which I kind of like. Can also do some Candela shenanigans. Copy us ever so many combat tricks into our deck. And Candela also kind of interesting to see, especially in this list, because first things first, you don't even have to station it, you just make it a creature and go to town. It only gets the ability though when it becomes a stationed creature, so keep that in mind. We might try out the vehicles just because I want to see how good they perform. Other than that, you also have some very nice, expensive artifacts that you could copy, like the Machinist's Arsenal, which in droves could be really strong. So a lot of good stuff. Sirima build once more. Yeah! Sirima, my beloved, will always come into the deck. Other than that, I think just double teaming some synthesizer. Labship is awesome. Some Planisphere is good. Emissary Escort is pretty neat. Network Marauder is super. If we had some nice little... What's it called? Not collected. What's it called? It's a blue free drop. If we had some Simulacrum Synthesizer, that would be the perfect synthesizer shell, I would say. Can also see us play maybe some cards like Assimilation. I cannot speak today. Why am I filming? You could also double up some removal spells like Assimilation Aegis, but because this is zero budget brawl, we'll just play what we have. Play not all of the Bastard Rares and Mythics, but most of them. Just have a look what we can include into our deck. Have also some nice little discard spells like the Serapheron for our legends. Especially in green, white, blue decks, I think we'll get all of the discount in the deck that we can. Could also copy up our Ancient Cornucopia, which I kinda like. Then we have some Scrolling Crawlers. Maybe some Masamunes. As you can see, our rare artifacts a little bit weak. But still there. So we'll have to go for the commons and uncommons. I kinda like that, because Zero Budget Brawl is in the spirit of playing what you have. Going to town with that. So let's have a look what else we can play. Oh, and I'm stupid. We have way more power, but I should stop the filtering here with the free drops. Playing free drop tribal is okay-ish, but not the best. Also something that you can definitely do is play a lot of hate pieces and just go to town with 1,000,000 copies of Skyseer's Chariot, for example. Activated abilities of all of the permanents on the board are not to be activated while you're there. Could also play some mana card, maybe copy some stuff while you cast it from your hand, so that might be kind of fun. Could also copy some mana rocks like the Herd Heirloom. Big problem with Herd Heirloom is it only taps for creature mana, so you cannot go Earth Heirloom, copy it, and then cast it with the Earth Heirloom mana, so that's a thing. And that copying some nice little mythics like Breakglass Gearhulk might be the way to go. Is already a creature, but getting Vigilance and Double Team is always fun. Could also copy some Deodrin into our decks, so I think copying the good legends is a thing of beauty. Other than that, we've also got some medallions, which do not give themselves the discount, but all of our other cards. Not sure how good the medallions really are. Especially if you play a lot of artifacts, might not be the best way to go. Sign of Chronicle also a little bit of number in multicolor decks, because it is bilateral. Works for you and your opponent. You might have to play some Aetherflux Reservoir. Could be kind of fun. Might try it out. Let's play Aetherflux Reservoir. Also a little bit of a wombo combo, just making it a creature, giving it life gain, and then just go to town with some pinging. Only works if you can pay the 50. So don't think too much about it. But yeah, copying our good artifacts here is always fun. So I think the big boys and girls definitely can come in. Especially some cards like Marketback Walker, which you can play for cheap or for big, is kinda nice. So these are our rares. Not too impressive, but still a nice value start, I would say. Then have a look at our commons and uncommons. Could always just go aggro. Just dropping Jolom here is good. Kinda like all of the value artifacts. Maybe play some Clayfire bricks. Maybe play some pseudo removal like the glider stuff here. Like me normally, all of the permanents a little bit more. That also pressure your opponent. But Aura Sight is always fun. Getting more removal. Jolom itself is not an artifact, so no Kaku action there. And we don't really have to force artifacts, so there's also a thing. The more artifact creatures we have, the better the Network Marauder, so that is also something. I think you can build Jolom as a Lance Commander or as a Artifact Commander. Targets only artifacts that aren't creatures, so that's also a thing. So cards like the Humidin Lifeseed are normally the prime targets for this card. Keep that in mind. Nearly overread that. Gene Pollinator, so early drop is fine. But what we want to copy is always important. So we cannot copy double team up our creature spells. Still having some artifact synergies is important. Could always just double up also some equipment if you really want to. Could copy some hate pieces, like the Soul Guide Lantern or the Vexing Bauble. So just some mana rocks like the Arcane Signet. As I said before, copying medallions might also be okay-ish. Swiftfoot Boots just for some commander protection is kinda nice, especially if your commander gives you recurring value. We do be also making some creatures out of those if we need to, if we can, if the opponent's shields are tapped down. So yeah, Jolom is a strange card. Not sure if this build will work, we'll try it out nonetheless. We have some nice non-creature artifacts. A lot of those are big and expensive though. So not sure how that will work. Maybe we will just copy some lands and go to town with that. So let's have a look at our land slot before anything else. Get away artifacts, please. Could play some Abandoned Air Temple, camping our creatures. Could copy even more stuff with the Adaja. Big question is always what lands you want to copy. I think all of the Modern Horizon lands are kind of fun. So go set double point MH3, because this is the only Modern Horizons that we opened so far. Go Razorgrass, Witch Enchanter. Sink into Stupor, can double up some spells, can double up some creatures. So I think that's kind of fun. Just double up all of the flip lands that you have. Or maybe go to town with some wonky additions like the shifting Wild Woods here. So yeah, we can play some land shenanigans, we can play some artifact shenanigans. I want to try both and see how far we come with that. Still just having the option to do so is kind of fun already. So get all the 3 mana fixing in, some fetch lands too. Then we have all of the lands that can pay. Got the breeding pools to make our green and blue fetches. Fetch at least the double color lands. Don't have the blue whites until Lorwyn Eclipse hits. Because this is magic from scratch. This is our destiny. Nonetheless, I think it's fine-ish. Then get all of the search lands in. Veil Passage is awesome. Not sure about the tapped fetches. They might still be good if you play some landfall. And I think Jolom controlling more lands into your hand could also be kind of fun with some landfall. So, before anything else, have a look at all of the good utility lands. Mist-Sized Village is an easy include, especially if you can fetch for green. I think Agna Kela and the other lands that come into play untapped when you have a basic are fine-ish. Just having the option to get more value from the land slots is always nice. Could also copy some Final Fantasy lands like the... where is it? The Jidor, for example. Which double also a spell, which is kind of fun. I like all of the spell doubling. Or extra conjuration. Some cards like the Sundercant might be pretty neat. Maybe try that out. Could also get some Scrydans to have a little bit more look through your deck. So yeah, we have also the green-white land with the large portico here, which is nice. So we can also fetch green-white, which comes into play tapped, which sucks, but is fine. Can also double some creature lands, which is good. So yeah, in the land slots, I think we have a lot of utility which we can abuse. Which we can wombo combo and have a lot of fun with. So I get those in. Oh, don't really need the haste, I guess. Could be fine, but don't want to put too many colorless lands into our list. Wrecks me more than often. Still like the Archway though. Archway is fine. It's a colorless land, but just being able to bounce your stuff is so good. Getting additional land drop triggers, and it also combos with itself, so you can just bounce itself whenever you need. Go to town with that. So the lands look fine. Kinda happy with where we are. Basic lands are still in a solid amount in our deck. Will not play too many tapped lands, I would say. Might make the deck a little bit too slow. Especially 3-color decks often struggle with the dual lands and the non-dual lands, so that's a big oof. What else do we want to get? I think we go for the landfall. Double teaming is definitely nice. So that's okay-ish. Got some nice landfall creatures like the Cliff Elemental, which is solid. Jolom also controlling the cards into your hand might be a good indicator for play multiple lands per turn cards. So I think we get the Glyph in just for some good aggression. Can get in the Cartographer for more card draw. I think the card is solid. Springheart Thief for Mossborn Icetail. Could play Mightform too. Not the biggest fan of Mightform Harmonizer. But we might just try it out once again. Could try and play some Toph Earthbending Master in the 99. Big shoutouts to Raisasa. Might try that out. Definitely will play some Rampaging Bait of some Primal Bounties. Ambassador of Evendo is awesome. Could try and play some Glacier Godmore. Tokusiko of Paradise is awesome in the bunts. Still have to brew around this commander. And Tatiova and Shima of Imago is good too, I guess. Then we have the Zeke cards from the Alchemy sheet, which is the next thing. Stoic Star Captain may auto include. Put some power into the deck with the Cunning Azure Scale, get some value cards in. Farseek also really good in this kind of deck. So I think we forgo our mana creatures and just get in the good mana ramp spells. Which I personally like a little bit more. Then we've got the Rotway Moose, the World Weave. So that's nice. Then we've got the Warp. Starfield Shepherd with the 1-drops is always fun. Still need more 1-drop creatures though. If we play Serima Halia would be kinda nice. We play a lot of non-creature spells. Not too many permanents. I'm not sure about the Daily Reclaimer. Exalted Sunburn might not have to come in. Network Marauder is kind of fun because you make your artifacts into artifact creatures and they should get the boost. Not being able to double up the Marauder though seems a little bit iffy. Not sure about that one. Quantum Riddler is fine as always. Don't have to play it, can still play it. Then we've got the Conjure cards too. If we play a lot of lands, Anti-Causal Vestige also grows in value. So maybe get the Vestige in. Conjure it up. What else do we have? Track and Train as a 1-drop 2 search is always nice. Ornate Imitations. Who was the one that made me craft the Ornate Imitations? I think in the Landfall Shell you can play that the very best. It was Bambit. Bambit crafting me the power with the Mythics. So yeah, include the Ornate Imitations, include the Visa, that's for sure. Not sure about the Groundbreaker. We'll still try it though, I guess. Yeah, Bambit for the win. And other than that, we don't have any sweepers so far. Still have a lot of land fetch, so that's something. So go for the search cards, which are cheap. Got the path to exit for some potential self-ramp. Could play some Recruiter for off the guard to fetch us even more value. Got the One-Shot Tongue, which punishes. Got the Farseek here. Got also the Shared Roots, which also fixes us in any mana. So these are normally my 2-drops that I want to play in the land ramp slot. We also have a lot of good mana creatures for 1 mana. Like the Llanowar Elves. Like the Badgermole Carp, the Brood Astronomer. Got also some fixing like the Fuel Tank Feaster here. I personally like me all of the fixing cards, so I think still have to include at least some. So Fuel Tank Feaster, Illusion Caryatid is awesome. Brood Astronomer is solid. Could play the Badgermole Carp too. Toggle Finehound is also sweet. I love me all of the cards that fix us into every mana. Can still cut some lands too. Got the Traveling Chocobo to Saskatchewan. So yeah, a lot of power as you can see. Can really play whatever you want. Kinda like all of the cards that ramp us up, so maybe some Bird in the Garden for some spot removal. And other than that, we have still so much good stuff. I normally, in the value shells, forgo the removal for more value. But if you cannot answer your opponent's stuff, you will definitely feel it quite heavily. So I think we still have to include some sweepers like Sunfall. So many options here. Then go Destroy All. Go Expel, go Day of Judgment. Have all of the losability cards. So yeah, I think you should play at least 3 to 5 sweepers in your decks. No matter the cost. Can definitely maybe just drop some of the weaker landfall playoffs like the Tifa Lockhart. She's really nice. But we mostly try just to conjure more stuff into our deck. Still not sure how this looks so far. We will try it out and see how far we come. Might still have to change up a lot with this deck. Don't play nearly enough removal. Kinda need the fixing because we are 3 color. Have all of the creature doubling here, which I kinda like. So definitely want to go as big as possible. Doubling up our job select cards is definitely something that I enjoy. So maybe we might have to go a little bit more job select there. So yeah, not sure about the Network Marauder. It's a little bit of a wonky wombo combo. Could cut all of the artifact creatures because we want to copy cards that are not creatures. So maybe just cut the Network Marauder, cut the Hangerback Walker. Then cut the Emissary Escort, gives us no value. Wildcard Cartographer is good, but it's a little bit wonky. All of the 2 mana plays are solid. Manicant's still nice. If you can double up your artifacts. I think we will not be playing too many though. 22 right now is still fine-ish, I would say. And doubling up some cards like the Spirited Simulacrum is kinda neat. Could drop some of our more expensive artifacts here. I think Planetarium is nice, but 6 mana is a lot. So maybe just keep it a little bit cheaper. Because I think Jolom wants to see you play the cheap artifacts, doubling them up. Get a lot of value there. Still not sure about the medallions. There are some targets. Also cheat out the Jolom a little bit earlier. Yeah, we cannot double up the Deodrin, so that's a thing. Might still cut the Mendicant, not sure about that. Though it's so fun to double up your artifacts. I don't know. We'll definitely play all of the dual lands here. Might just cut some lands because we play a lot of flip lands too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could cut 4 lands. If you really feel like it. Maybe do it like that. Cut 2 blue, 1 forest and go to town. Do it like this, do it like that. I think we'll try it like this. Have a look at the deck. And if you want to see some upgrades, definitely stay for the end of the video or just scroll to the end, because we normally do some non-budget upgrades. So that is something fun. Gotta fix my camera first because the filters are making me crazy. Please, snow be going away. Nope, that's not the way. I think that should work. Let's try it like this. Okay, everybody. This will be deck. Let's go into some games and have some fun with Jolom for... Dum 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 dum. Brownie Man. I'm so meditative today. Oh, let's play some Brownie Man Jolom. So, game number 1 for Jolom. With Jolom for Brownie Man. We have all of our awesome flip cuts, so that's kind of fun. Got also a potential Glyph Elemental with a lot of awesomeness from the Ice Steel Explorer, so we'll keep playing against Mono White Darvel in web. So that will be kind of fun to see. So yeah, we play tapped and tribal at the moment. Okay, some Labras per boots to copy is kind of fun too. Can make maybe a Voltron commander out of the Jolom here. So it's a nice little follow-up play for tapped land deck. So drop the Suppression Ray, pass for now. Next turn can drop the Glyph Elemental, play the land. Play it a little bit slow. Against Mono White I'm not too scared. Double Aggro's awesome. Is a very fun deck. Could bestow onto another creature, but I will just hardcast. Then play the Lumbering Falls. Get another counterpass for now. Glyph Elemental is so good. I love it. Such a fun card. So yeah, I still Explorer gets a lot better with more fetches. I still want to keep the Taplin count as low as possible. So let's see if I get punished too much. At the moment it looks quite fine-ish. Okay, opponent hits him with the double, totally fine. I want my glyph to grow ever so much. Bum, 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 bum. Can play the Strength of the Harvest as an enchantment. Could also just protect my elemental maybe from some expensive remover. Kinda want to go up to 5 to rough the board in case of emergency. So I think we'll be just equipping here and passing for now. Cannot really raise the mono-white aggro list. Playing Tapland deck is always a little bit tough. Nonetheless, we'll give it our best. Ooh, opponent with the Cathar commando. So elemental be gun. Can drop the Jolom. Could also just ramp up a little bit. Because I think I will have to sweep. Let's Ice Explorer first, get our land drops. Play the Arlet Archway. Mill myself, bounce some stuff. I guess we'll bounce the Hedge Maze, replay it. A little bit more, and then surveil after. Could have surveilled first, which might have been better. Drag and Drain is solid, gives me some cut draw. We have the double white with the retreat in the plaza, so that's fine. Got also a little bit more rampy pamp. Still no basic lands, which sucks. Milling my Farseek. Okay, opponent with the Broadcast Rambler. So there were so many creatures. Ooh. Interesting opponent decides to stay on the defense. That is very interessante. So maybe drop our value pieces first. Play the Tatyova. Play the Mistrise. Mill and draw. Leadership is nice. Then play a Dodger. Against Agro we have a really good matchup normally. If we can just go wide enough with our land drops. Oh, so much else do you want to play? Could just go lab ship. Could also equip the boots. They have a lot of mana, so the boots do not do too much. Still giving my creatures haste is kinda nice, especially with Visa. It's good if I also played Visa, attack right away, medical lander token here. I think we just drop the lab ship here. If my opponent has targeted removal, it doesn't really matter. And we might still want to rough the board. So stay on defense for now. See what happens. The lab ship also giving my creatures flying is kinda nice with the Jolom, so this might be a little bit of a one combo. Depending on what they want to combo, it's definitely fine-ish. The only thing with the lab ship is you need two so that they can give both lab ships the boost. So block here, take 6, that's fine. Depending on how much value I want to accrue, I might have to sweep next turn. Okay, Veteran is fine. Sunfall also exiles, which is good, and this might be a concession from the opponent. Let's ramp up a little bit, draw more cards. And just go to town. And there's the Expel too. So I personally think we do not even have to sweep here. I think our pot presence might become quite nasty, quite soon-ish. So drop the Visa. Wild weave it up, gain more life, draw more cards. And our opponent not having any interaction, really bad for them. So mill it up, draw it up. And there's a ornate imitations. Very nice. So yeah, I can conjure an Evendo, could also conjure some Cavero here. I think we'll go with the Evendo. We don't even need our sweepers. So that's fun. They don't get to see too much Jolom action, but it's still fine-ish. Yeah, I guess we just ramp it up. The more ramp we have, the better our card draw is, the better our follow-up is, if we have to sweep. But we get so much life with the Tatiova, I think this game is just over. Mono White normally does not have the tools to come back from this. So ramp it up. Then equip with the Lava Spill Boots. Make haste. And just go to town, stay on defense as much as possible. Make another lander token. Yeah, the power of Ice Steel Explorer Tatiova. Kinda nice. The unfortunate thing with the Jolom is you need flying, and not all matchups give you the leeway to just animate something and attack right away. Especially the Acro drops a lot of creatures. So I think Jolom might be kinda interesting to play against control-y decks. Sometimes you just need also some evasion. So cards like the Synthesizer Lab Ship definitely come in clutch here. Just give your artifacts flying and go to town. Okay, opponent more with the zero budget brawl list than we. So many comments in the comments. Maybe they play an artisan challenge. Because this is only commenter deck so far. Which I kinda dig. I love it. So big shoutouts to Tom and 7. The artifact list here. We'll take the 5. We'll take the 10. I think it's okay. Okay. Getting some life, returning some stuff. So in this case, I think we are the baddies here. So drop our lands from the grave. Wildwoods first. Ooh, there's the Ambassador too. So play Ambassador of Evendo first. Giving us even more card draw. Because obvious reasons. Guess we'll drop the Jolom now, because I want to showcase the commander at least a little bit. But yeah, this game is pretty over. We might need a turn or two, but yeah. With so much value. So yeah, now we can play some nice little Wombo combos. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I think Sana Cutting Grave is nice. We could animate the land too. Kinda want to animate... Good question what I want to animate. The equipments do not work. We'll definitely crew for 2, that's for sure. Tap down the Jolom. Maybe sacrifice our lander token here. Re-equipping to the Visa. Could also sacrifice the tracker and trainer if I'm really honest. And then play the Thankful for the Harvest. Okay, that's nice. Could this be lethal? Good question. How much do we need? 9. So tap Tatyova. Maybe play Starfield Shepherd too. Get another creature on board. With Springharden and Tuko this would be game. Without it, it might still be not. We can fetch the Gene Pollinator. Yeah. That's way too much value. We'll take it. So yeah, boring our opponent to death with the value is also a valid win condition. Oh yeah. So yeah, Channel Point Redemptions, this time with the World Waker. Jolom for Brownie Man. Roll it up with a nice 1-0. Ooh. This is nasty. If you get your landfall online, it's just busted. Sweet. Let's go again. Try that out once more. Kinda want to see the commander a little bit more in action. But yeah, today is Zero Budget Brawl Day. So it's kind of fun. We'll be seeing a lot of good stuff. Tap them to attack this once more. Got a little bit of the discount, a little bit of ramp. E-grade of all kinda nasty against creature decks. Because Igra loves to make everything an artifact and then just destroy artifacts on board. So if you are afraid of not being able to target everything, Igra might be a commander. Makes it an even playing field with a lot of good artifact destruction. This deck is busted. So play Labas Boots, play the Dodger, set up for Torgal or for Emerald Medallion. Jolom coming down only on turn 4, a little bit too slow. On turn 3 I think it's still fine-ish. So yeah, not being able to play ramp card here sucks a little bit. Nonetheless, we'll go for the Torgal first. Play the Arcway, bounce another tap land. Need 3 different colors, which sucks. So yeah, this is one of those spots where Art Arcway does not what I wanted to do. Could still play the Emerald Medallion, get a little bit of a discount for our green stuff. Could also play Astral Explorer next turn and just ramp up a little bit with the Adacha. See how far we come. Igra is also very annoying against control decks with the sacrifice of food water ability. So very tough to target. Okay, can play the Tangelum now. Animate the Labas Boots. Could also just drop some big creatures, or ramp it up a little bit more. I think dropping the Astral Explorer might be better here. Do it like this. There's the suppression field. Yeah, then just station up a little bit. Get the awesomeness of Astral Explorer going. Jolom is such a strange commander. Still not sure how I feel about this. Kind of fun though. Ah, it does not work. It does not work. Works the best with non-token artifacts or lands. Giving them just vigilance and double team is a little bit tough. Okay, there goes the Igra eating. Best cards to play against Igra are normally sweepers. Cabbage Man also very good card in Igra. Giving you the value, making you some food. So yeah, drop the edge maze first. I personally think surveilling first and then milling might be better. But we are never punished because we are us. There's the sweeper, perfect. Oh, I'm stupid. Whoops. This should not have happened. So this sucks. Should have played the Quantum Riddler first, so that's a definite punt here. Take that one. This might kill me here. Learn from my mistakes, play your card draw before you mill yourself with Ice Tail. Got some cheap answers for the Eagle draw. Still have to sacrifice the Ice Tail. Have enough mana to play the Quantum Riddler, so that's good. Could also just drop the Riddler here for 2. Or the Simulacrum for 4. I think Simulacrum is kind of fun. Play Spirited Simulacrum, when it leaves the battlefield it seeks us another card. So value neutral, we can still keep the Ice Tail Explorer, which is fun. So the setup stays intact. Kind of like this. I think we'll do it like that. Play the swords. Give our opponent 10 life. Ooh. Did not know that. Whenever our opponent casts a non-creature spell, create a food token. Cabbage Merchant is nice. So sacrifice the Simulacrum here. Igro grows even more. They can sacrifice with the Witches off, but I think gaining 12 here is nice. Ooh, Ben would also say he's been playing Helga off stream. Yeah, Helga's GGC is really nice, really strong card. So yeah, protect the Ice Tail a little bit. I think we just hit in for free, see what happens. So yeah, playing against a lot of mid-range decks and creature decks. Think that Jolom is still better against control decks. Might be wrong though. This card is very hard to evaluate for me. Let's get a little bit more color. Okay, opponent with a giant opportunity, so that's a thing. Also Sweet Tooth Witch, Sir Ginger, and a lot of food to make even more Judies, so that's kind of scary. Would have loved my sweeper here, so Sunfall. I'm very sad right now. Nonetheless, we can also do some shenanigans. Question is what we need to get rid of. Sweet Tooth Witch with a lot of mana can burn us out of the game, so I think we'll have to get rid of that before anything else. So play White Aura Set here. They get a lot of food with the cabbage merchant. Can wrap up even more. So get rid of the combo piece. They can sacrifice if they want to. Don't really care. The wombo combo is definitely Judy with the food here. Depending on the black, they can go even wider. White Aura said when it becomes a creature does not have haste, so that's also a thing. So what do we want to do? Definitely want my land drops, so play the plains here. Can play the Temple of Plenty too. Scry first, then mill. Ooh, driving Chocobo in Grave is something that I don't want. So mill the Farseek. Can fetch up once again. Shuffle my Chocobo back, maybe on top, maybe not. How much mana do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could play Jolom. Could play Planisphere. I think we'll do it like this. Shock ourselves. Mill ourselves. Play Jolom. Play Planisphere. And go to combat. Played our side this turn, I think. Might be wrong. I think we just go to attacks. Get a little bit of pressure online. Copying Lava's Boots is not the most impactful play, but still kind of funnish. So yeah, Simulacrum Synthesizer, definitely the easiest payoff for this deck. Ooh, interesting. Opponent blocks with the Judy. I would have kept her back. Ooh, Sachinja also growing very big. Can be a little bit of a problem. So we'll pass for now. We could... We could Adacha, maybe copy Aura side. Not sure if it's good enough. Can definitely drop Boy Hand next turn and draw 2 with the Quantum Riddler and see how far we come. Jody with the Igra is definitely a nice little wombo combo. So I love me all of the synergies from the opponent here. That's very sweet. I will jump block. I might need my Laifu. Still need my landfall payoffs. Okay, there's a ambassador. So that's a good start with the Windswept Thief to draw me a million cards. Maybe get me my sweepers. So first thing first, with the trigger of the Ice Tail on the stack, we first make our lands come into play with the ability. Then fetch it up with the Windstep Thief. Okay, did not trigger it, unfortunate. So I think in this spot we just go for the untapped lands here. Trigger Vendor once more. If we mill our land, it's also not so bad, because we can still play from grave with the Ice Tail. Okay, that's the Strength of the Harvest. Play the Windswept Thief once again. Activate ability. Then try and fetch once more. Did we hit the plains? Come on, please, please, please stack. Yeah, forest is fine. Get the forest. So now we can draw a lot of cards. Ooh. Springer than Tuku in grave is unfortunate. So tap green, draw a card. There's Tatiova, sweet. Play Medallion. Could have also copied up the Oreo side. So tapping down Oreo side here is a little bit strange with the Jolom. Is my answer for Igra. Not sure about that. And play the Tatiova. Can cycle landscape, but I think we don't. I think we just hardcast the Quantum Riddler, draw an extra card. Need some jump blocks for the Igra so far. It will be really big and really tough. So change the Igra with all of the sacrifice shenanigans here. Ooh, Rampaging Bellows is awesome for us. Do I want to Adaja? I'm at 18 right now. Need 10, so that's 7, that's 10. Could still jump with the Ambassador, so I think that's okay. Ooh, Bambit with the Satoru, Umisawa the Infiltrator this time. Redemption, redemption achieved. We'll do this after this game, Bambit. So yeah, tap down, shields down for 1 turn, and see what happens. As long as we can block the Igra, I think it's fine. So yeah, I can animate the Lava Spear for this turn, doesn't really matter. Could attack and make another copy. The fun thing with the Jolom, by the way, is that the card loses a double team, it doesn't really matter. Because it will always get the double teaming with the Jolom. Ooh, and there's a Jetafang. So I think this is infinite. Nah, it's close to infinite. It's at least a very strong combo. Making a squirrel and a food whenever they sack a food with the Judy. It's kinda busted. They need still to pay X and sacrifice X squirrels to get rid of my stuff. So depending on how much mana they have, this is not indefinite. But it's pretty strong. Satoru the Infiltrator, I think I don't have them, but I will have to look it up. I think we are pretty dead in this matchup. Oh, that's so much value from the black-green. If we top deck a sweeper, we should be fine-ish. But the Jetafang is a big problem here. We've got the Adacha copy, so we can get rid of it. Opponent can still sweep me. Would love to get more value with the Ambassador, but I have to jump block here. Because I am me. Could have kept the Adacha tapping down for 1 extra turn, maybe jump with the Quantum Riddler and just play the Rampaging Bellows and go really wide. So that might have been a little bit unfortunate. Also gives me way more card draw with the Ambassador. And I need my sweeper, otherwise I'm just dead. Jetafang also -2 at the moment. Could sacrifice itself. The Jetafang tokens also being food is kinda nice of a wombo combo. So if you have an infinite sack outlet or an infinite token maker, Jetafang is just busted. This is good value, but it's not infinite. So we still have at least a chance. Might be still pretty dead next turn. Okay, he gets rid of Tatiova, which is fine. Yeah, I think our opponent should have played this play first so that I have to double jump. With Ice Tail still in play, I still got some chance. Okay, before anything else, draw a card, play the Bellows. Having no recursion in this deck is a little bit unfortunate. Runner of Truth gives us some jump blockers, which is fine. So play the Windswept here first, and then full trigger it up, mill it up too. Go wide with the tokens. Could play the Strength of the Harvest from the grave. Let's play Large Portico. Glyph Elemental is nice, will still be milled. Either with the Portico or with the Strike of the Harvest, and the other dual lands coming into play tapped is a little bit unfortunate. They still have Summoning Sickness, so it doesn't matter too much. Still would love to double them up. How do we play this? We have to play this land, so it doesn't matter. Make a lot of jump blockers. They can get rid of our Rampaging Will of next turn with the Jetterfang. So that's a thing. I always tap down the Aura side. Aura side is my answer to everything, and I punt my way through everything. Sheesh, the auto-tapper really drags me here. This is one of the things that I personally don't like, when if the games go long, that you're just so dependent on the auto-tapper here. So yeah, I can give my stuff haste and whatever. I'm personally bored of this game, so I think I will concede. Especially with the Judy and the Jetterfang, they can just destroy all of my key creatures and then it's game over. I will concede this one. Let's go next. Let's keep it fair. I punted so much. I think I get at least 2 extra punts for that. Should have copied the White Aura set at least twice. So yeah, take the L here. Too much value. Too much value fries my brain. So let's go and redeem Bambit his Satoru the old Infiltrator. Nah, Bambit. I think this is the Infiltrator we don't have. But we'll have a look at it. Give me a chance. Give me a second. How do I feel about the lights? Let's finish. So keep it as is. Satoru the Infiltrator. Where is my Yuriko list? Am I totally blind? We crafted her, so she should be there. So yeah, the Yuriko. Let's have a look at Satoru's. I personally don't think we picked him up. We'll have a look at it. Oh, we already have him. Damn, it's saving ever so much money today. I love it. So let's go to the Channel Point Redemptions. Totally true, Bambit. We... Give me a second. Request denied. Rejected. Refunded. Let's go to the rares once more. Very interesting to see that this does not work out. So if you want to craft something else, you'll get a second chance. But maybe ask me first before you make the redemption. I know it's fun to do it right away. But this is the way of the Channel Point redemptions. Sometimes they don't work as they should. Because I'm a special kind of snowflake. Do I have Grievous Wound? Answer is at the moment no. Nope, don't have Grievous Wound. Haha, Agile for Bambit, another 2 cent to my tab. Sorry for that, Bambit. Do it then. Okay, Grievous Wound it is. Janky card achieved. Here we go. Big shoutouts to Bambit. Thank you for that, Bambit. Love you. Ugh. Nice little combo piece for Bambit. Aus. Grievous Wound it is. So copy pasta. Insert the row, and here we go. Ooh, can do it like this, sweet. Oh, 3 uncommons and 2 mythics and your deck will be unstoppable. Oi, then I have to revisit it for Bambit. Sheesh. Let's see how far the Bambit Ausbrawl list will come. Brownie man. The Brawl list. Hoi yoi 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 yoi. So I'm not sure how many games I will play with this deck. Yeesh. Jolom is kinda tough. Kinda tough. I think you can definitely play it as an aggro deck too. Maybe play some nice little enter the battlefield artifacts on turn 1, 2, 3. And then just go to town with those. Because you only need to attack for double team, you don't even need to keep them around. So I think there is some potential. Still not sure what the best potential is. So here we go. Game number 3. Because my value games take for eternity. This will be the last game with the Jolom. Don't want to waste too much time on one commander. Kinda like the nice and crisp and fun and fast games. Playing against Hashaton Scarabs first. Whenever you discard the creature card, you may pay 3 and then create a zombie copy of it. So that's kinda crazy. Discard the deck. Self-discard the deck. Also Esper, so might be control-y. So I'm pretty scared right now. We have a solid open, I would say. Not the most impactful. So go command Toph first, so that we can Nantuko tokens at least next turn. Just draw another card with the Quantum Riddler. Get us all of the good lands. Jolom also kinda nice if you can untap your lands. So I think cards like Wilderness Reclamation definitely grow in value. Oh, we'll start... Springheart Nantuko on Quantum Riddler could have been also kinda fun on turn 4. But I think this is still okay. No removal in my deck is always a little bit tricky. So play the Springheart. The fun thing is, if it is enchanting our stuff, we make some tokens. If it enchants something else, it does not token us up. So I think we just hardcast the Nantuko here. Go Fabled Passage for a forest. So that the Mistrise Village comes into play untapped. Get 2 insects for our troubles and pass. Have the double white, not the double green for the Gear Hulk. So got some decisions to make. Now we have the double white, double green, but our opponent definitely has a counter spell up. So might have to drop the Mistrise Village. Or the Temple of Mystery, just play it a little bit slower. We play a lot of big juicy spells, so that's the biggest problem against control. Mistrise Village definitely our safeguard here. Big problem is we need 2 extra mana for our plays, so that slows us down quite a lot. So maybe make some tokens and then pass for now. Could still make our opponent waste at least their counter spells. I don't know. Am I planning on joining the new Brawl Challenge? Good question, TUG. Very good question. Might have to check it out. So yeah, play the Mistrise Village. I think we just force our opponent to play their counter spells. Otherwise they have way too much time, because we only make 1 once. Okay, Jolom, interesting. Maybe some removal, okay. Here's Downfall, is nice. Get the Tundulum back. Normally I want to play this commander with some value right away. But this time I just have to bite the bullet for the removal. Because our opponent did not have any interaction on the stack, I think I'll play Braidgar, Ski-Hulk or Quantum Riddler next turn. Could also pump our stuff a little bit more with the dissection tools, which is kinda good. Because we've got a lot of extra insects that we can sack. So I think I might go for the dissection tools here. Maybe make them a creature and double them up with the Tanyulom. One of my better payoffs. Very expensive, but still pretty strong. So try it like this. See if they have counter spell now. They don't. Nice. Ooh, it's a Mossborn Hydra. Hydra with the equipment is good, otherwise it will die because it's a 0/0 and enters with a counter. So do it like this. Equip the token here, sacrifice the new one. And then just attack for free. Could have also kept the dissection tools back so that the Hydra stays alive. If I want to flip it. Which is kinda good, especially with the landfall that we have so far. Ooh. TOG says they basically banned a lot of the cards that were winning the last metagame challenge and then unbanned everything else, including cards we haven't had in Brawl period. Like the Field of the Dead and Drowned of Magistate. Unbanning Drowned of Magistate and Field of the Dead is kinda nasty. Not sure how I feel about that. But yeah, I'll gladly take this win. Kinda strange. So yeah, 2-in-1 it is. Nice, nice, nice. I think we have time for one extra game maybe? I don't know, I don't know. Kinda want to get some action. I think we still play 1 or 2 extra games. Not sure how long I will make the video. Maybe I cut something a little bit down. Maybe speed it up a little bit more. We also got Mana Drain, Ancient Tomb and Chrome Mox back for the challenge. Blech. My answer is definitely nope to that. Don't want to play in a meta where Mana Drain is legal. You can definitely post the article. That's totally fine by me. I think most of the links should be whitelisted. If not, let me know. Nightbot normally times you out the first time, or gives you at least a warning. If it does not work, give me a short second. I will look at the Nightbot first. Not that my awesome viewers get blocked. Nah, the links are all whitelisted, should be fine.
Artifex_impact joined the order.
Ooh. Artifex, thank you for the follow. Very, very nice of you. Okay, what can we do? Scry up a little bit against Egrix, so that's fine. More lands for our primary bounty, ramp it up. You put it in your Discord today. Nice. And if you look at that. Damage isn't removed from creatures your opponents control during cleanup steps. Patience 0. Big yikes. We'll ramp it up definitely, so play the Fuel Tank Feaster first. Have no creatures in hand, so that sucks. Ooh, we'll definitely have to check out that article. They care more about Brawl than every other format, apparently. That is not very fortunate to hear. So yeah, we might need the Buried for the Egrix. Patience 0 is a little bit nasty though, so I think I'll exile that before anything else, ramp up a little bit more. Opponent not hitting the land drops, so it's kinda good for us. Or maybe we were on the play and I'm just stupid. Both things are possible. Nah, our opponent misses the lands. So this game might be over rather soonish. So yeah, lands in my right, that's unfortunate. So tap down like this, go for the blue-green, get the whites, play the Tundulum. Then go to combat, animate the Temple of Mystery, rub some salt into our opponent's wound, double up our temple. Yeah, that's a thing. Play another temple just because. We have so many lands already. Don't think we need the passage, I kinda want to hit some good stuff now. Alles bestens bei uns. Artifacts, alles bestens. Oh, we're doing a little bit of Silver Brawl. A little bit of General Boyd Redemptions. Got a lot of international viewers here, so the main speech on the stream is English, but you can definitely also communicate in German with us. Ich antworte auch gerne auf Deutsch, alles gut. Okay, what do we do? I think we prime Evil Bounty here. Then Flooded Strand into an untapped shock. Could also just go for a basic, double up our basic lands. Kinda want to see if the land that I play has Summoning Sickness. So do it like this. Yeah, it has Summoning Sickness, so keep that in mind. Jolom does not reward you for that. What does TG say? It's mainly just because we don't have a rank queue for arenas, so they think they are doing their best doing like this. I don't know. I don't know, Wizards, what you're doing. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So play the Spirited Simulacrum. Get some tokens. Get some pressure. Hedge maze it up. In free life. Surveil. Ooh, the section tools is nice. The section tools will be my win con. Play the Planisphere. Give some counters to my stuff, so that's nice. Maybe just pump up the Fuel Tank Feast, I don't need the mana right now. Then... Suppression Field needs some energy. I don't have any energy makers in the list, so it's just a land for me. Maybe just play that Archer here. So that we can double up our Primeval Bounty. Go even crazier. So do it like this, station up, station up. Don't really want to trade in my Fuel Tank Feaster, so I think I'll just do it like that. Then go combat next. Can attack with Temple, but they can just eat it. So I think I'll pass for now. Seeking is kinda interesting because it does not shuffle your deck. The dissection tools should stay on top. It just gets unrevealed. So that's a thing. Ooh. Yeah, hitting me for 2 is fine. I don't play too much spot remover, so the Egrig's definitely happy here. Obliterator is a little bit of a problem, so might have to sweep before anything else. Don't want the Obliterator on board. Egrig's being also a problem. Serapharan kinda nice, don't have too many legends right now. What do I do? What do I do? Obliterate is a big problem. I think I'll just ramp up, see what happens. Make more beasts go white, do it like this. Enter stepped. Could have copied the Primeval Bounty first. I'm a little bit stupid here. Play the Temple of Mystery, have a look at the top, gain another 6. So yeah, with Obliterator damage the opponent will definitely not win. At least not like it is right now. Could attack with Planisphere. Don't really want to crash a small creature into the Obliterator though. So I think we'll pass. Yeah, just animate whatever, doesn't matter to me. So yeah, missing out on 1 extra beast token, but otherwise I think it's fine. Ooh, Artifact started the game right today, interesting. Holy cow, it's so complicated. Yeah, especially if you have a look at Historic Brawl. My account is my new account. I've been playing for 20 years Magic. It's already over 4 months old, so we play a lot of power these days in Historic Brawl. Do a lot of hero battle weekends, which is kind of fun if you want to learn a lot about the game. It's fun, it's really nice. And otherwise, yeah, do also some introductory videos, some starter guides for new players too. So might be nice. No. What do we do? I think we block like this. Just get rid of the schism. So yeah. If you have some questions, artifacts, definitely ask a lot. Our chat is pretty nice. Our community quite well versed, as I've said before. I've been a Magic player for over 20 years, Bambit I think also for at least 10 by now. Chris, how long are you playing Magic? So yeah, we've got a little bit of game knowledge. If you have some questions, definitely ask right away. We are here to answer all of them. Also, we are a community of a lot of streamers, so that's also, I think, a very big plus. 3 months? Okay, Kappa. Yeah, you came back to the game, come on. Kappa. But yeah, we are very beginner friendly, so that's something. So can distribute some counters. Might want to sweep though first. Ugh, big yikes. Not sure if that was the right play here. If they're obliterator especially on the board. Might have to do it like this. Counter here. I have to put the counters maybe on the Simulacrum too. Disciple is kind of fun as is a moose. I think we just interlope for Uhaha. So I give all of the counters to the Simulacrum. Don't want to rough my board. Go for 5. So that is a spot removal for the Obliterator that I don't have to sacrifice all of my good stuff. This was a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, let's just hit in for juicy 10 and close this one out. Yeah, about 6 years. Okay. Ooh, Uzru, welcome back. The entry cost to rewards ratio on the metagame challenge seems also quite bad. I'll have to check it out. We'll just close this game, finish our Zero Brawl episode for YouTube, and then just have a look at it. So pass for now. Our opponent missing the land drops for 1,000,000 turns, kind of fun to see. We are the landlords of MTG, also in the Brawl. In the Brawl queue. So ja, Artifacts. Wenn du einen guten Guide brauchst, ich habe ganz am Anfang, wie ich den neuen Account aufgemacht habe, einen Starter Guide und einen Starter Deck Guide gemacht. Ist definitely praktisch. Der Sound ist ein bisschen schlecht, aber sonst schaust dir mal an. Macht definitiv Sinn. Ist, glaube ich, gar nicht so schlecht geworden. So yeah, if you're new to Magic, definitely can check out the Starter Deck Guide and the Magic from Scratch beginner video on YouTube. Has a lot of traction these days, kinda love it. Key opponent gets back the Obliterator. That is something. We can, as a scale, think whenever we play a non-creature spell, get some counters. How do we do this? I think we just go as a scale, see what we hit from the top. Get some non-lands. Okay. Fasig is a good start. Could also go for the Bread class here. Lot of good cards. So yeah, counter here. Counter there. Get us the Large Portico. And they concede. Nice. Sweet. So yeah, Brownie Man. I could not show off the Jolom too much, but we still got away with a very janky value list in Band once more. Just because we draft so much, we have a very big and wide collection. I love it. So yeah, Bamit says the later game challenges are supposed to be I have the best deck that I can be beaten with. Yeah, let's have a look at that. First things first, short little look at Jolom, especially for the new players who might have a little bit of trouble with deck building. What I do normally, everybody, welcome back to the deck tech by the way. What I normally do when I build a new commander in Brawl or just for a casual play group, see what it does best, see what they can find with synergy pieces, maybe enter some keywords in the search bar and go to town. Jolom needs a lot of lands or artifacts which are not creatures, so that's a tough prerequisite. You could double up your mana rocks, which is kind of fine-ish. You could double up some combo pieces. Double team is very nice because you just have to attack and get the copyright in hand. So pairs quite well with artifact-based removal spells, or maybe some cards which trade quite nicely, like for example Dissection Tools with the Death Touch lifelink here. Enables the creature to get in for some damage. The unfortunate thing is it triggers on combat, so you cannot animate something and then equip it with the good stuff. You have to do it otherwise. Also playing some cards like Aetherflux Reservoir might be a little bit too wonky. Still thank you for the craft, everybody. These days I always have to look at my cheat sheet because there are so many redemptions. I lose the oversight quite easily. But yeah, Aetherflux Reservoir from Sub the Vexlayer. I will find a list where this one gets nice and juicy. Especially Egrix loves the Aetherflux. Other than that, how did I feel in our games? I think if you play a lot of value, you can never go wrong in Bunt. So playing a lot of landfall payoffs like Springguard and Tuco is definitely awesome in the rare slot. Got also some nice little mythics and rares from the alchemy sheet. So if you go Historic Brawl and have a lot of wildcards running around, like we do, for example, I'm not allowed to craft anything with my wildcards, only the channel point redemptions of our viewers give me the power. Or the drafts. I'm also allowed to draft a lot. Yeah, if you have a lot of wildcards running around, I think the easiest pickups are either the limited events with the alchemy cards, or are just the crafts with the cards that you normally cannot pick up in drafts. If you're a good drafter like me, no big problem, you just pick up all of the good stuff and craft the stuff that you cannot get otherwise. So big shoutouts to Bambit too for the honored invitations. Or was it the Brownie Man? I think it was Bambit. Yeah, it was Bambit. Always with the power. So yeah, craft yourself some good alchemy cards if you want to be competitive in Historic Brawl. Because Historic Brawl is not so well curated, the alchemy cards most of the time stay the same. Change maybe a little bit, maybe become a little bit more expensive, or sometimes even get better. Still have a lot of power because they have some keywords that you normally don't see in paper play, like Double Team for example, like the Conjuration, like the Seeking. So a lot of power here to gain for a very, very cheap investment costs in my opinion. Because crafting a standard card or a historic card is always easy. Crafting some alchemy sheets cards that you will never ever see again in a limited format because they are very, very, very limited in the timing. Most often just get a shadow drop from wizards for 1 or 2 weeks at the end of a set. So crafting alchemy cards definitely very, very nice if you go one of that format, which I personally think is one of the most fun ways to play the game, especially if you're starting out, because getting 4 ops for constructed is very, very tough, if not impossible at the start. I have another alt account which is 8 years old. Started out when Magic Arena was first introduced, and that one is going infinite. I've drafted yesterday some trophy drafts once more, so I'm, yeah, at the average staying around 25,000 gems to 30,000 gems, and that will never ever go down. Because yeah, I know how to draft and I know how to get my gold converted into gems the easiest way possible. Other than that, craft yourself some power, have a lot of fun with Jolom. I think the non-creature artifacts are the way that you have to go if you want to get some extra power. Otherwise it's just a very nice ramp commander with a lot of land doubling, which is kind of fun, especially if you have the Modern Horizons dual lands. It's kind of good. So if you go here for the upgrades, we've got the MH1. I could not draft it because this is a new account. I have all of the dual lands already in my other account. So Modern Horizons does not have any. Modern Horizons 2 might have some. If you go to the lands here, has the artifacts land in the fetches. Okay, that's a number. So yeah, just go to Modern Horizons 3. Craft yourself all of the good creature, spell, dual flip cards, which are more than often just commons and uncommons, so also very cheap upgrade options. Double them up with Jolom and get yourself some free creatures, which you can play for even more value. So a very nice value commander. And the good thing is you just have to attack for double team, you don't even have to connect. So you can just smash your artifacts, your lands into your opponent's creatures and still get your enter the battlefield triggers doubled up once more. Maybe get yourself some pump spells. Could also just regain yourself some removal if you need it. So this might be the easiest way. Other than that, if you have a look at the Modern Horizons 2, I think, if you go the land route, having the indestructible artifact lands is also kind of fun. giving you ever so much value with indestructibility is really, really sweet. And otherwise, getting yourself some artifacts which say remove some stuff, bounce some stuff is definitely also good. So maybe go for exile artifacts. Maybe cards like Portable Hole. If the opponent plays a cheap commander, you exile it, they get it back to the command zone, the artifact stays. Can just double it up. It's one of the easier ways to get rid of commanders for cheap and still get some extra value. Could otherwise also double up some sweepers, maybe. Or maybe just go to town with the token artifacts, which are normally also enter the battlefield triggers, so this is nice. You can cash it in the artifact, play it, double it up, get another token. So that might be the easiest way to get the most of your town Jolom, especially with cards like Thousand Moon Smithy, which make big artifacts. This is kinda good. So I think these might be my upgrade suggestions, especially Simulacrum Synthesizer is an easy auto include. And if you have some tutor effects on your creatures or in your spell slots for especially those key pieces, I think Jolom can be really competitive. So check it out, have a lot of fun. Other than that, if you want to support the channel, as always, you know the drill. We've got our about section here in our channel page. You know the drill. We've got a little bit of Inception, of course. For my YouTubers, we also got the YouTube page here. So here in the about section with the links, you can find us on Twitch, you can join our Discord server, the Order of Yore, where we also have a very, very awesome community, ever so growing. So many good Magic players here. So yeah, you get here to the welcome section, get a lot of shoutouts. As you can see, we have a lot of community members already, so kind of like that. And can ask also a lot of questions. So we've got the Magic from Scratch series here, where I post all of my upgrades with the Magic from Scratch account. Got the Magic the Gathering section here, where players like Raizaza or Brownie Man just post the good stuff. Also got some drafts, introductions, a little bit of show of what my trophy decks do so. And that Lesamal, for example, always searches for commander players, which is kind of fun. And yeah, you can also meme around. We've got also a forum where you can ask a lot of questions. And I will definitely answer all of them if no one else does. So keep that in mind. Community goes strong. The channel is ever so growing. Thank you so much for the subscriptions, by the way. We get a nice little community together. And other than that, thank you so much. And all of my YouTubers, let's continue with the next video. All of my Twitchers, let's have some fun. And check out the new announcements from Wizards. Will be kind of interesting. So, haha. This will be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's continue the stream. See you soon. Stop the recording for now. Stay on the Twitchins. Keep the channel and everything else strong. Maybe keep everything else up. And let's have a look at chat. I think we have to do some just chatting here. Bum 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 bum. Wait a challenge is supposed to be. Ba, 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 ba. Entry cost is higher than normal. Let's have a look at the entry cost, everybody. Entry for the last one was 10k. Yeah, I think 10k gold is so much. Especially for a constructed event. I think cutting it down to 5,000 is way more welcoming and inclusive. Because to grind out 10,000 gold, you need to play at least with a very solid daily reward structure. 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how much you can play. I think that's too much. And if you have a look at the store is so expensive. I'm not the biggest fan of the buy bundles. So I personally would recommend, if you want to invest money into Magic, go paper play and just play MTGA for fun on the side. I played all of my channels, all of my accounts on free to play, and I think it was worth it. Because you don't have the time. And if you're not getting your money back because of streaming, because of content, I think it's never ever worth it. This is more for the streamers and the content creators that want to get all of the value right away, or just for the ways that say, I want to go to the Mythic Championships and go to town. But yeah, 20,000 gems for 100 euro. What the heck, I can buy 2 copies of Clear Obscure and have way more fun with that. Or could also buy Kingdom Come Deliverance and Clear Obscure. Have some really awesome games that I can replay. And if Wizards decides to shut down this client, all of the money is wasted, so I love Magic, but sheesh. Look at these prices. This is just whaling par excellence. I'm kinda unhappy that Wizards introduced the paper pricing into the digital client and said, yeah, it's just 1 for 1 because Magic is the best game in the world. I don't think that is good for a digital client. Being as free-to-play friendly as it is, I still accept it. I think it's okay. If you want to whale, you can whale. I personally will never ever do that. And I'm a very well educated person in the financial sector, so take this analysis with a little grain of salt. Ooh, TOG also have 20k saved just because it's all access. So you don't have to own the cards. Ooh, being all access is kind of fun. That seems at least somehow good. So yeah, for a metagame challenge, just to try it out, it's fun. Commander is such a wide format, such a vast format, and Brawl too. I think we have over 20 to 30,000 cards at the very least on Arena legal right now in every format. It becomes so wishy-washy. I think curating an eternal format like Commander Brawl is impossible. It's impossible. There are just some cards which are always obnoxious to play against, some which are really powerful to play with, but other than that, you will never ever ban all of the problematic pieces. From time to time, the community will just cry out and shout out in anger and in fury. But yeah. I think metagaming in Brawl is... it's like a drop in the ocean. No chance to curate that. Only 2 losses in best of 1. Where you can have almost no chance to win the draw in some games. Yeah, play versus draw difference is always a thing in Magic, especially with the mana system. We can have a look. Are the metagame challenges online? Got the quick drafts, got the premier drafts. It's not online right now. So if you go to events here, everybody, normally see what new stuff drops. Bamit also dropped the link, so I will have to open that up right away. Give me a short little second. Metagame challenges have the best rewards. Yeah, if you have a winning record. If you lose, you just lose a lot and you don't get anything for it. 25 packs is huge, that's true. 7 wins gets you more than entry pack. Yeah, but I think having a winning record should be already a positive. Going to 7 and trophies, percentage-wise, so improbable. Doesn't make any sense for me. But yeah, Wizards has to make money somehow. So especially the competitive players love that. So maybe I should introduce chat to the stream. Still a little bit tough with the double streaming on YouTube, so I don't know about that. Cheaper than draft with better rewards. I think if you draft and you get a winning record, you get your entry fee back and you get a lot of draft packs. So that's better than just getting gems or packs for some construction event. But yeah, it depends on what kind of player you are. I think the constructed events still can give you back your entry fee. So here's the link from Bamit, everybody who might not have seen it or missed it. So Brawl has been part of MTG Arena for a while now. It began as smaller form, but over the last couple of years it has surged in popularity and has gone really wide. That's totally true. But I also love this setup here to be dark. Can I force it into dark? Please. Models should be dark, please. Oi. So what does BIM say? Going 7 wins in draft versus 7 wins in metagame challenge are vastly different. Oh, I can see that. It's definitely a difference in skill. If you come with a pre-constructed deck, you normally know what you play and what you play against in draft. You have the archetypes, and depending on the archetype, you might be lucky or not. I personally have a way better win percentage in limited than in constructed. I think constructed metagaming sucks. I don't like it. It's very streamlined. And depending on how busted the format is, especially in these past few months and weeks, look at the percentage. If you can go to MTG Goldfish, for example, if you really want to look it up. Go to Goldfish, go to Decks, go to popular Decks metagame. I think they curated standard way more than it was before. If you had... Is it at the start? No, is it coming back? But during the Pro Tour, it was, I think, also 24% attendance. It was on the top 8, I think, represented with 4 or 5 decks. Or championships. So have a look at the World Champs. What was the top deck lists? Is it Lessons? Is it Looting? Is it Lessons? So the Reanimator was one off. Teemo Otters was also Is it with a little bit of a splash. Then another Teemo Otters. Is it Lessons number 4? And Is it Lessons number 5? You cannot tell me that metagame challenges in Constructed are way better than in Limited. I think Limited is way more skill intensive than Constructed. Which normally shows also during Pro Tours. All of those pro players are perfect, awesome people, which have their strengths and their weaknesses, but all of them know how to play Limited. You cannot tell me that every Constructed player knows how to play Limited, and that is mainly the reason why the win percentage also in the Limited events differs quite high. So you're totally true, Bambit. I can definitely see the difference here. But yeah, I think Constructed just sucks. I don't like it. But that is my personal opinion. Never ever get me wrong on that. You enjoy what you want. I enjoy what I want. And depending on the card pool, it is always a little bit different. I started back into paper with Limited, got into Constructed, got into Modern because Standard was too boring for me. But I think especially with the 3-year card pool, you have a lot of possible plays to do. Metagame wise, we might have to check out the reward structure, metagame challenge reward structure. So do a little bit of beep. MTG Arena. Rewards. Let's have a look at that. 30 packs and substantial gold. Yeah, but if you have a losing record, you lose also a lot. And the entry fee is way higher than normal, I would say. Let's have a look at the fan and maybe it got the... Yeah, Is it Looting is already being beaten by now. Yeah, you made the game. You just go from one best deck to next best deck. It's ever evolving. Maybe Limited is the inferior format because you can solve Limited, but you cannot really solve a Constructed format if it rotates. You can solve it for a short period and then it gets solved once more. So what do we have here? No wins, 25 gems. 1 win, 50 gems. 2 wins, 75 gems and 1 pack. Okay. So yeah, this is the normal Constructed event. Then we have the traditionals here. And here we have the metagames. The entry for the metagame challenges is 2000 gold. If you get a winning record, you get your gold pack and some packs. Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine. So yeah, I think this is okay. If you have a winning record, you should be rewarded for that. So yeah, that's totally okay. I think my main problem is that I don't like Constructed. Might have to try it out or watch you play more constructed games. Yeah, this is another article. This is the Brawl plans. I was just going on a tangent on Constructed and how the metagame challenges work as a whole. They might have to post the Constructed metagame challenge entry fees here. Okay, 5000 gold, 1000 gems. Best of 1 modified Brawl. 7 wins, 12 losses. There's the reward structure, that's interesting. So yeah, you have 1000 gem entry. And look at this. Look at this shit. Sorry that I say it, but you have to go 5 in 2 to make a minor loss and get 8 packs, which is fine. So yeah, the packs normally are good rewards. Regaining your gems though is what I personally look at. So I think because they have to make money, because the client incentivizes you to lose gems instead of gaining them, but because you also have daily rewards, I think it's fine. It's fine-ish. I'm not the biggest fan of going 5 in 2 to recoup your losses. If you have a look at that, you get 50% loss of your investment. Get some packs. Nice. From time to time you also get some packs for free, so yeah. But yeah, this is always the payout structure. That you... I think the fact that you ever get some payouts is already good enough. Yeah, it's metagame, your deck should be able to do that. Which is also a little bit tough to swallow because you know that the competition is also busted. I think every pro player, every streamer, every content creator that I've ever seen has said all of these metagame challenges, all of these competitive events, they are here to burn your wallet. Nothing else. You will burn definitely more investment than you will ever get back. If you're a good drafter and have 60 to 70% win percentage, you normally max out your set, are happy with that, can just go into constructive events, have fun. But this is just, I would say, the most free-to-play way of thinking. As I said before, you can also be a whale, just invest all of your savings into Magic and get your cards right away, don't even have to play the events. These events are normally for people who just are more spike and want to show off, maybe form a new format, maybe get some prestige. But if you are thinking money-wise, I think it's not worth it. Because achieving this is really tough. Getting 3 into or 4 into is way easier. Can I have a look at my draft percentage, by the way? Just to have a little look at that. Most of my drafts, because I'm a rare drafter and a greedy guy, where did they land? They were either 3 and 3, 6 and 3, 4 and 3, 3 and 3. I personally think win percentage wise you can make a tangent also to construct it. We might have to try it out, but I personally don't want to try it out. And I'm not so much of a numbers guy that I will do the analytics there. So yeah, this is just my personal opinion. Keep that in mind. This is just me ranting about what I think about pair structures as a whole. I personally think Digital Glides as a whole should be a loss leader. But they should never be gacha. Earning money as a company is always good, but I don't know. I think you should have fun, and it's mainly made for kids. Magic is very complex, so might be a little bit more for adults. Pros and cons, a lot of pros and cons. Premier Draft is best of 1 too, though. Yeah, and best of 3, it's widely different. If you have a look at MTG Online, going to 3-0 to get yourself some investments back is also something. Also, if you have a look at MTG Online, for example, in comparison to that, MTG Online does not reward you any of the play points back. They just give you free packs that you can buy and sell again for some money. So that would be the straight one-to-one monetary gain and loss there. Yeah, totally true. That is also one of the things which most of the critiques always point out that they hate, that if people say it's not made for you, there are things that are not made for you. It's totally fine. It does not have to be always for you. I'm a free-to-play player. I will never ever invest a cent into digital Magic. I've invested quite a lot of money to paper Magic. Cashed out 3 years ago and was lucky enough to go even. Some people invested into very nice evergreen format based cards like dual lands, like some of the most powerful artifacts like the Moxen and so on. They will increase their wealth by far. I just wanted to play the game, have a lot of fun. If you cash out and still be able to go even with your investment, I think that's, for a hobby, really nice. But if you invest so much money into your hobby and you just lose and lose and lose, I think this is where it gets a little bit iffy. So yeah, you could debate that the paired structure is good or bad. I think it's fine-ish. If you compare it to other events, especially to the regular, if you go to the standard or historic events, I think this payout structure is way better. Winning record with 5 and 2, getting some gems back is fine. Losing only 10% of your investment or 20% like this is okay. So this is cheap. This gives you also an incentive to play constructed. I normally just play for the ladder. If I ever want to play, but as you can see, my constructed rank is nowhere near there. If you look at Hamhawk's constructed limited ranks, by the way, in comparison, his ranks are exactly the opposite. He is drafting in Platinum right now because he grinds a little bit of Avatar. But yeah, he's a very good constructed player and just turtles around in limited. So yeah, whatever suits your fancy. Play Magic the way you want to. I'm a limited player, I will ever be. And I just play the one-off Brawl because I think singleton formats are way more fun. You can have some main strategies, synergies, but other than that, just turtle around, earn your dailies and then go to bed, I would say. Hey, good morning, Ninescar. Good morning, how do you do? Yeah, Magic should not ever be about being competitive. It's a PvP game, which already sucks. But especially formats like Commander and Canadian Highlander and Dandadan, for example, those formats have been introduced by the casual players because they wanted to play more casual, have a lot more fun, get more value, and just show off their awesome combinations and synergies. And I think introducing more than 2 players to the mix definitely makes the game way more fun. I have stopped playing competitive, I think, 6 or 7 years ago. Right when Arena dropped, because I was so bored of the competitive scene. Always the rule sharking, always... yeah. Always seeking the attention. Didn't like it. I'm not the biggest fan of the competitive scene. And I've been a very good competitive player. So that tells a long story. Nah, the high entry cost is, I think, if you have to invest 10,000 gold. That's normally during the big meta game challenges where if you're out, you lose a lot. And depending on how much you can wait, it always is a lot or not. As I said before, if you're free to play and you have at least 20,000 gems lying around, and you're a good drafter, you can go infinite in limited. I think the same thing should be possible in constructed. The only thing that is problematic with constructed is you need the 4-offs of certain mythics and rares, and that is quite expensive. So you should be a good limited player too if you want to go free to play and go constructed infinite. So everybody, we have in 30 seconds another ad break of 3 minutes. I think we will sit out the ads, have a lot of fun in chat, because not everybody sees the whole 3 minutes. I will stay around and have a nice little chat with you. You will not miss anything. And otherwise, stay tuned. We will continue with some zero budget Brawl. Have some fun. Three, 2, 1. It should be playing. Oi, wait. I will stay. Ads are playing. This thing. Haha, ads are over. Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, the entry cost for the Brawl metagame challenge is 5,000 gold or 1,000 gems. As you can see, if you have an entry into a premier draft, for example, just as a little bit of a comparison, you have 10,000 gold or 1,500 gems. So I think it's fine. The gems cost a little bit more than the golds, which is okay-ish. As you can see, also in premier drafts, you have to go 5 and 2 to get a little bit of a win. So I think the structure is very well the same in limited as in constructed there. So there should not be too much of a problem. Only half as bad as you thought, but still feel the same about best of 1 with only 2 losses. Yeah, the first one stinks. The second one definitely gets you by surprise, that's for sure. So let's get the audio back. Yeah, but this is the way. If you want to challenge yourself, the resources are there, the gold is free. So if you want to check out the challenge for one try, you just have to grind for 1 week and you should have enough gold to cash it in. So I think that's okay, that's fine-ish. I personally think metagame challenges in Brawl are a little bit tough to evaluate because the card pool is so vast that you really cannot metagame it. You can try it, but the sample size is still so small. Because most of the brawlers are casual gamers and not really spikes. And just analyzing the spike meta, what does it give you? You normally know from Commander already what cards are really problematic. And that are normally fast mana, that are normally... Yeah, fast mana, you have the cheap spells, you have the free spells. It's always the same in Magic. Those 3 types of cards normally just wreck the game. Everything that cheats mana, like Omniscience for example, is also a little bit tough. Yeah, best of 3 events allow for 1 loss usually. Check the client for best of 3 events. Sure, can have a look there. If you go best of 3 draft, it's definitely... Traditional draft is 3 games. So that's a no-no. If you go traditional historic events, best of 3 matches and receive rewards based on how many matches you win. Yeah. So this is a win as much until you lose challenge. Whatever shall I do with that? I don't know. Whoops, get my face out of the way. Here's the payout structure, enjoy. But yeah, it is what it is. Nonetheless, I promised some zero budget brawl and I will humbly conquer. Yeah, best of 3 events. Payout structure wise, solid, but if you lose, you lose. There a net loss after 1 loss, yeah, definitely. And the 1 loss is sometimes draw dependent, it's sometimes synergy dependent, it's always a little bit tough. So get my face online there. Yeah, should be fine. Do it like this. Ooh, Discord ping. Okay, this is online, nice. So everybody, I think after a nice little discussion about the Brawl metagame challenge, which will be online from 16th December until January 6th, so for the next 3 weeks, I can definitely say, if you want to challenge yourself, are a seasoned veteran, check it out. It's kind of interesting to see that Wizards tries to make the game Brawl. I personally think it's not really possible. There are some banned cards and they unbanned a lot of other cards, especially some very nasty hate pieces, like for example Dryneth Magistrate or Pithing Needle. Also Strip Mine being legal once more is kinda stupid. Strip Mine should never ever be legal. There will be only mono green decks which land destroy, and I think that is so unfun. But yeah, all power to you Wizards. Check it out. If you see this video after the metagame challenge has concurred, Let me know how you did feel about the metagame. I personally am not the biggest fan. Nonetheless, we have some awesome viewer channel point redemptions. As you can see, I'm not allowed to craft any mythics and rares. One of the reasons why my pool is still quite checked and my world progress also ever so big. Kinda interested to see how big the world will be after 1 year of free-to-play Magic from scratch. Nonetheless, we've got some redemptions, and the next on the list is shoutouts to my best boy Marathon42, awesome moderator, and also very, 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 very good Brawl player. Toph, greatest Earthbender. Redemption has been already introduced. 7 Dams standard list has to go. Salute you. To make room for more awesome Brawl lists. So let's go into Historic Brawl once more, because our pool supports it and I kinda want to play some power. If you want to see more standard Brawl, let me know, everybody. Especially for the new players, it's kinda fun. Bambit Aus says he plays Brawl to get away from the spike. That metagame challenge isn't for you. Yeah, that's also a thing. I think personally every 1v1 format will always be competitive. You will never ever get away from that, but yeah, that is just the nature of the game. If you want to play fun Magic, definitely go and play with your friends in a commander queue, or just go to MTG Arena. You can also go into the friendly queues, have a look at that, or just add your friends lists. As you can see, I'm offline right now, but if I go online, all of my awesome viewers, followers and friends are here. Can just challenge them to some awesome fun games, depending on what you want to play. The client supports you, so free-to-play Magic is strong. Other than that, have a lot of fun. So let's build around a little bit red-green after some nice little Tan Jolom in Band. Toph, greatest Earthbender, another avatar commander, I like it. Whenever Toph enters Earthbend X, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast her, so rewards you for landfall once again. And land creatures you control have double strike. So all of the land animation will be a nice inclusion. So let's get all of the earth bending and other bending in before anything else. Play Toph.deck. Big shoutouts to Marathon42. Uzru also saying Brawl is one of the sweatiest formats. Is kinda interesting. I think Brawl can be definitely some of the jankiest formats ever. I will show you the ropes, how to build some jank here. Toph, greatest Earthbender. So yeah, let's go with all of the bending cards. I drafted quite a lot of Avatar already, so I think there should not be too many rare uncommon and common cards that we don't have, besides the special sheet cards, which are normally included in some pre-con decks that you can buy and redeem. Other than that, let's go Earthbending first, because Earthbending is what we need to do. Go for all of the collected cards, because I'm not allowed to craft anything besides my viewer redeeming their awesome channel points on Twitch and saying me what I should do. Uso saying maybe it's the matchmaking that's doing the job for you. Oh, I think if you want to grind out your wins on the Brawl ladder, you can definitely do so too. The Brawl queue is your friend. Otherwise, you can always journal around, play a lot of synergy and have fun with your commanders. Win-loss record doesn't really matter too much. As long as you have fun, it should be fine. So, what we definitely have to search up if we want to go Earthbending, Animated Lands and Co. Search up all of our counter synergies. Maybe go to lands here. So there are cards like Sandarkand and Co, which give some counters to other stuff. Sandarkand makes a token and gives it the counters. Normally you could also go and say become creature. Becomes a creature. Target land you control becomes a creature with haste. It's still a land. Search your library for a basic land. So cards like Brave the Wild should be kind of fun with Toph. Otherwise, just having some cards with recursive Earthbending is nice. So yeah, Toph should be a very nice aggro commander. We'll have to check it out how we do it the best though. Some cards like a Go Thin Uprooting definitely sweet. But yeah. Animating your lands and your opponent drafting your board might be kinda nasty, so keep that in mind. There are also a lot of good planeswalkers out there which can animate your lands. For example, Nissa, all of the Nissa cards. I don't have any of those, unfortunately. I'm not allowed to craft anything. But yeah, especially the Planeswalker, the Nissa Planeswalkers are here to give you all of the good land synergies. Nonetheless, we can just band with what we have, still have a lot of fun. Then go landfall and do it like this. Could also go Earthbende here, if I could write. So we've got the Cave of Two Lovers, which is solid, such as also Mountain. Got the Benjamin Cup. Got the Rocket Land, which is kind of fun if you go ramp. Just make some big tokens, give them double strike. And if they have counters, because Earthbende gives counters, you can also give them trample and go to town. Yeah, Uzuru being stuck in the Hell queue. Sheesh. I don't know. I think they introduced the Hell queue to Magic, but I'm still not sure if it is really like that. So yeah, we include all of the Earthbende cards because I think some Avatar Fiend Earthbending is kind of fun. Could play also some lessons for the Boomy here. Not sure about it though. Boomy Unleashed is also a nice busted commander. Definitely include him in the 99. I think the King of Free Trials might be strange. Nonetheless, you could also always just animate some lands, give them some counters otherwise. You don't need the counters, you just need the lands. But that is the way. Then go for our landfall stuff. Because Toph wants to have you play a lot of lands. That is definitely easy to include. So go for the Spring Heart, go maybe for the Tifa this time. Mossborn Hydra, Ice Explorer. Might from Harmonizer also kind of nice, doubling up ever so much of your power. Also, Toph with the double strike, getting rid of the nasty downside of Harmonizer only doubling up your strength is kind of good. We'll definitely play the Balos once more, the Primary Bounty. Might have a look at the Rydia too. Gives us back some Sagas. Don't know how many Sagas we play. We'll definitely play some Tarnuk, which is kind of nice. Could try and play some Gladiolus or Glacier God mode just for some finisher. Some Crater Hoof at home, I would say. Kind of fun. Might not have to though. Get a look at all of the haste enabling. Oops. Because I want to play a nice little aggro list here. Do it like that. Could ramp it up with some treasures too. Detective Phoenix is nice, Fable of the Mirror Breaker is good. Phoenix also really good with giving your creatures flying. Flying lands with double strike seems kind of fun. Maybe play some power like Screaming Nemesis. Maybe play some payoffs for land heavy decks like the Tomakul Phoenix. As with Boss goes wide is fine. Ogre Battle Driver is also kind of fun. Sovereign over Hellkite. Get the power in, get the dragons in. We'll definitely have to play a lot of ramps, so play the Ruby Daring Tracker here. Alana and Lena is also fun. Lifelink, maybe. Sometimes you want to raise too. Mutable Booper with the keyword soup can also be kind of fun. So my personal preference, especially with First Strike, Double Strike, is the dissection tools here. Oh, what else do we have? Got a lot of alchemy cards. Mana acceleration, I think, important. Ramp a little bit more, because Toph also wants to land on battlefield. We could go for all of the search cards here. Could play also some land destruction like the Magmatic Hellkite, which is fun. Farseek is awesome. Shared Woods is really good. Flourishing Boomkin with a lot of forests can also be kind of strong. But this is just some powerful cards. Cycle of Renewal really good with the Earthbende because the lands come back from exile and from death. So you could play all of the sacrifice shenanigans here. Flare of Cultivation also kinda interesting. You can sacrifice an Earthbende land, get yourself another 2 basics. So that's sweet. Rattleworm can search for a desert, which is more ramp. Map the Frontier 2. Got the Saskatchery with some landfall Chocobos. Earth King also, if you can go big, is kind of fun. Warring Clerks for the lands. Green Sun Zenith just to search for some good stuff. So that's a thing. Then get all of the seed cards in. The alchemy cards are your friends here. Ludwig World Weave, thank you so much Marathon for the craft. Then get maybe some warp cards in too. Especially the... Oops. Do we have some artifacts which can seek? Yeah, Simulacrum here. We've got some warp cards, which can come in for cheap, which is fine. Technician, for example, is some good card advantage. But I think I will not play it. Tarnok with the artifact and red creatures getting haste is kind of interesting. Can also cheat something into play. Anti-castle vestige also really good if you want to get something big, because it always counts your lands in play. Chat going nuts. I love the interaction between Bamit and Uzru. Kind of fun. Might join you later on. Let's go deal some damage. That was me, not you. Okay. Doesn't matter. We need some removal, that's for sure. Get some cheap interaction like the lightning bolt in. That's easy. Could play some sweeper-like effects like the fire magic, which is kind of fine. Fire bending lesson might be okay with some kicker. I love me all of the cards that can go to face though. Could play some artifact destruction like the braid, but green normally plays a lot of good artifact destruction already. Just having the modes might be good though. Ooh, Bambit says I can't rule you. I don't think so. I think so too, Bambit. I cannot rule you. Play the Iris demonstration because it plays into creature and into the tokens. Might have to use some exile-based effects. Suplex is always a nice inclusion. This is just the red burn way. Could play also some cards that deny the opponent life gain. So Sunspine Links normally is quite fun. But I personally think we should just ramp as much as possible. Then have a look at the Get Trample cards. Those are the most important cards, especially for our lists. We've got the Tenacious Pup, which could give you some counter, which is fine. Can play some cards like the Herd Heirloom. If our lands are big enough, can also give us some trample, which I think is good. Then we have the Drix Fatemaker, which is always a nice inclusion. King of the Coldblood Curse can be a nice answer in the creature slot. Could play some Titan too, if we really feel fancy. We don't play too much. Self-mill. I don't know. Self-mill is always a little bit tough. Maybe play some Ashwood Animist. Big shoutouts to Bambit beating me down during our last viewer battle weekend. But it is fine, it is fine. Then creatures get... Have a look at that. We're not in rares in the mythics, so I don't know why. Can get it all of the cheap ramp in. I think playing some cheap mana acceleration is good. Could also do more land drops with the Seldinged here. Toph needs a lot of land on the battlefield for the amount of mana spent. So I think get the Arena of Glory for some haste. Get the Llanowar Elves and some good cheap ramp in, which is fine. Brood Astronomer for some fixing. Fuel Tank Feasted to get our spells cheaper. We play a lot of creatures. Could play Elysian Caryatid too. But I think so far I'm happy with where we are. Green is always nice. We definitely need the Traveling Chocobo for the Zetscatsroy combo. Could also play some dual land action from the Modern Horizons, which I kinda like. As always, I think those are the easiest inclusions. So get the Eruption in, the Pinnacle Monk, Witchwork back to the Works, Disciple of Riley, Stump. Could go also for some fetches. Go for the dual lands. I think we just fix our mana and then just go and play some games. Do it like this. Get the Stomping Ground, which is awesome to fetch. Could get all of the Taplins in. I think we don't have too many in the 2-color slot. Go for the colorless lands. just fix our mana, cut a little bit of Jeff, go to town. Play the Arc Wave for our desert drops. Race Wave for some haste enabling, which I think we might not need. Passage for some fetching. Could play all of the tapped fetch lands. Pit of Offerings for some free graveyard hate, which is nice. Rumble Arena also kinda nice with the Toph Earthbending. Secret Tunnel, one of the most busted cards in the land slot that they can play. Starting town to fix us. I think this should be kinda good. Could also get some unblockable stuff going, which I kinda like. Maybe some Rogue's Passage. Maybe something like this. Kinda like that. So yeah, too many colorless lands, not the best thing to do. Still kinda fine. Could also play some +1/+1 counter shenanigans like the nesting grounds here, which are kinda fun. But yeah, we'll try it with this mana base here before we come. And have a look at our distribution here. Ugh, thank you so much, Wizards. Please change that. I want my creatures on top when I search for them and not my non-creatures. So yeah, not sure about the ramp spells. I think they're good. But yeah, we'll have to see how far we come with that. Kinda love cards like the Argonian Uprooting. The Argothian Uprooting. We'll see how far we come. So how many flip lands cards do we play? 1, 2, 3... 1, 2... 3, 4, 5... 1, 2... 3, 4, 5... So yeah, maybe just get those cards in. Better work I think is nice. Nice card draw if you have some creatures on board, if not you might cry. We'll try a little bit of the low sweepers just to keep the board simple. Might still have to adapt a little bit. Might just cut the mutable Booper here. I think keyword soup is not what we play. Just play some landfall and have some fun. So get this out of the way. Big shoutouts to Marathon for making me craft the greatest Earthbender and then go to town. So, what does my awesome chat say? Usru was a little bit unhappy with the Hellq. What are you playing for? What decks are you playing, Usru? Let me know. Yeah, when less players are engaging, usage drop. Small chance to match upwards. If they get a ranking for the brawlers in, that might be kinda interesting to see what brawl decks match against each other. I think I might get mythic with brawl. Nah, I don't know. I have a 50-50% win rate, I guess. 50-50, maybe 55, maybe 60%. I think my brawl win percentage is not so high. I just like to grind that a lot with some janky decks. Q-time is the key now. Higher weight on 99. Totally not a fair UV control deck with a random commander Smurf method doesn't work anymore. Yeah. Your birthmark is the cruel symbol. Nice. 20 damage exactly, sweet. So yeah, let's go into some games. Maybe update the limited. Whoops. Silver budget brawl list here. Punt count already quite high. And here we have... What are we playing? I already forgot the name. There are so many Tophs, I always forget the name. Greatest Earthbender. Okay, Usru is not upset with the LQ. You're just trying to figure out how they are matching things now. Yeah, that's a little bit tough to find out. That's totally true. People figured out exactly how they were doing it. If you know a link, definitely post it in chat. Let us know, let us know. Otherwise, let's go into some games, have some fun. Grinding it out. By the way, guys, if you want to have a dedicated just chatting section during our stream, let me know. Then I will block a 30-minute block or a 60-minute block for that too. Otherwise, I just dawdle around and you just have fun in chat. That is the way to do things here. Just enjoy it however you want to. It was like 8 months ago, you think, and they seem to have been making changes. Interesting. Yeah, what I knew so far, that they made some point system and gave each card a point from 1 to 10. I think something like this. But yeah, not sure. Yeah, they assigned weights to the card. Yeah, totally true. So here we go, game number 1, Toph versus Toph. Versus Pastel del Forno. What do we have here? No Rampy Pam for us, we are on the play though. Got the Tifa. Tifa without +1/+1 counters, I'm not sure. We play some mana ramps, so I think I might go for a faster curve here. This looks tough. We'll try it though. So, go on green, I guess. Enter tapped. So yeah, mana-wise, our opener was way better. Hand 1 was better than this. Still no ramp, but I will not go to 6. So keep that in mind. If you have a keepable hand, definitely do so. Otherwise, you might get punished. But if you play a very competitive list, sometimes more than often, beep. More than often, it's more important to have some answers for the opponent's commander, if it's too strong. Now I'm small Peter. So yeah, what can we do? Halfling, no removal in hand. Pit of Offerings should get us some good stuff. We'll play Amonkhet Raceway, just do it like this. Next turn can drop the Detective's Phoenix. Fix our mana into green and red. Opponent with the Artifact Wombo combo, so I'm kinda happy with my flyers. First Metal Bender you normally have to out aggro. Earth Heirloom into a might suck, so I think I just go and play the Phoenix right now. Get the speed up to task. Maybe play King of the Cold Blood Curse. But we need another untapped land for that. Okay, there's the Earthbending Master. Nice, nice. So the Toph mirror match goes strong. Okay, no place for me. Yeah, just drop the heirloom. Opponent will animate the Haymire Bite and just wreck all of my enchantments and artifacts. I only have tapped lands right now, so have to play it slow. Next time we can play the Toph. Earthbend it up a little bit. I guess we'll stay back with the demon. With the Phoenix right now. What? Paid actor detected? Why does my opponent concede? Okay, maybe they had something better to do. I'll take it. So let's go again. Okay, what do we have here? Nice little opponent to some ramp. Kinda like it. Playing against Ishtola. Say hello because courtesy demands it. Play the mountain. Search for another green source, I would say. Still need an untapped green source here. I think we just Mossborn Hydra. Could Stomp first. Kinda want to keep the fight spell for Ishtola back. Could also Flare of Cultivation, ramp up even more. I think we'll just drop the Arcway here. Get the landfall, bounce back the forest. Don't lose too much tempo. Pass now. Next turn can play the Toph. Animate the mountain, sacrifice it. Yeah, nowhere to run. That's totally fine. As long as my opponent does not have Wash Away, I will be happy. Could also play Forest here and attack in. Guess we'll do it like this. Attack for 8. Nice. Can still ramp up. I think we'll pass. Only when Toph enters you get the Earthbende. So there's a momentum breaker, we'll gladly sack our land here. Get it back. Okay, opponent with the Tithe Taker, that's fine. Don't really care too much. I think we just play Earth Kingdom General here. Could also play the Halan and Lena, which might be even better. Just get all of the value while we can. Can also drop the Legend of Kyoshi. Do it like this, hit for 5. Going wide I think might be better. Could get rid of Tithe Taker. Don't really think we want to though. Legend of Kyoshi is definitely nice. While the shields are down, I think we could have definitely dropped the 6-drop here. Okay, Sphere of Safety sucks. They have 3 enchantments already, so I have to pay 3. So ramping up is definitely the most important part here. Draw more cards. Drop the Guild Gate. Do we want to Flare of Cultivation? Kinda. I think we go to attacks first. Smack in with the Toph. Ah, cannot attack, I'm stupid. Cancel attacks. I think we Flare here. Get us another 2 basics. Forest and Mountain. Oh, 1 into hand, 1 on the field. Ah, this sucks. Okay, this was not worth it. Not in the least. Oh, this sucks. Okay. Sphere of Safety is a bad card. Don't have any answers for artifacts and enchantments, so this sucks. Might have to update my list a little bit more. So I can Earthbende here, which is fine. Cannot give it Trample though. Can pay 3. I think we just exile that Tithe Taker. One, two, three. Drop the mountain. Go to attacks, counter here. Pay 6. Which is fine. So yeah, Flare of Cultivation was not good. I totally forgot that you got only one land into hand and the other on the field. Okay, with the Mituk Massacre. Sacrifice one creature is fine. And then I pay the 3. This should be game. Yeah, everything is hexproof. Nice, nice, nice. The weights were absolutely terrible, Usru. Yeah, I can definitely see that. As I said before, weighing cards is so synergy dependent. There are some really good comments and uncomments, which are in some decks awesome and in some decks suck. Into the Floodmoor is a nice pickup here, I love it. So let's go again. Playing against Imskir, Iron Eater. I think we try to go a little bit more tempo heavy. Saskatchewan is really good though into the Traveling Chocobo. And Rocket Launch is also solid on 3. But we don't have any 1 or 2 turn plays. This looks better. Turn 2 Farseek into Hydra is good. Or Farseek into Toph right away. This I like. So play the backwoods, pass for now. Corner with the Blaze Mire Verge. Very nice blinked out, love it. So go for the forest here. Play Shared Roots for red. Just ramp it up and pamp it up. Next turn I think we'll drop Mosspawn Hydra into Gongaga. Just get all of the land value. Imskir is not an artifact. Lightning Reefs is a thing. How much do I value my suplex against Artifactor deck? I think highly. Could just drop the Gongaga here. Don't care about it too much. Okay, with the Relic of Progenitus. Usru saying he thinks Wizards did not actively update their weighted list. That seems kinda crazy. So we could play Tough-Hearted Teacher, discard something, get the Shared Roots back. Big problem with that play is kinda want all of my cards in hand, and exchanging Shared Roots for my land, definitely not worth it. Ooh, opponent has some interaction. So let's go with the Foothills. Fetch for the Stomping Grounds, tapped. Maybe go up to 4. Do they have the Lightning Bolt? They don't, okay. So Mosspawn Hydra might be a win condition here. There's only Fopta. Imskir costs 2 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and this is the artifact shenanigans that I love with the Imskir. Ooh, Basilisk Collar also. So now he can't destroy anything. So keeping his suplex back, definitely nice here. Yeah. They can eat my lesson, that's fine. Me setting up for the Toph is a little bit tough. Not the biggest fan of red-green in the 100 card brawl. Still love to play it in 60 card brawl though. Okay, can play Vestige maybe cheat something into play. Could just play the Toph, could just go even bigger. I think we'll have to do it like this. Farseek for another forest or mountain. Farseek for mountain because, as we all know, Farseek does not search for forests. Then I think we suplex their collar before anything stupid happens. Imska with cheap artifacts normally cannot burn you for too much, but collar just being able to ping you sucks. Okay, they go for the fatal push here. Push it up. Next turn I will very probably play the Toph. With the Terramana too, so the opponent aggroes me right away. Terramana for 2 mana, 5/5. Hasty haste. That's a lot of damage, I think I might be dead. Ooh. Opponent with all of the synergies. Affinity is such a nasty ability. I love it. So yeah, exile the suplex. Could have gotten it back with the hard-headed teacher. But we are dead on board right now. So I have to decide what I want to do. Maybe just play the greatest Earthbende here. Get the defense on the floor a little bit better, but yeah. Attacking in does not do me any good. They have to jump with the Ornithop or not. Mosque deals a lot of damage. I go down to 1, they can just ping me to death. I think it doesn't really matter. An attack like this. Because they can just sacrifice the familiar for another 4 damage. All of the affinity cards are so good with Imskir. Affinity plus Imskir is busted. Usuru asks if you can ask link a chat. Link a YouTube message. Link in chat. Yeah, sure. Links are whitelisted. Everything is fine. Just be careful if you click a link. Check the source first. But Usuru is trusted, so it should be fine. I trust you. Okay, Demonic Junker. So yeah, getting wrecked by Imskir. Kinda like it. Affinity is also very competitive. Yeah, I'll take the L. Thanks for that. So yeah, all of our wins kinda anticlimactic and the losses kinda of beating. Nonetheless, we go again. Might still have to add more destruction effects though. I think we play a little bit too much of a fair game. Let's see how we fare against Heibai. Against Heibai we have to be the aggressor, otherwise we're just dead. Easy Lano Elves. Not sold on the Flare of Cultivation, I think this card sucks. Having the Rogue's Pastor's roll is really nice. Plus now. Flare not being able to get both of the lands on the battlefield sucks really bad. This is just a worse cultivate in my opinion. Definitely get that one after this game out of the deck. Maybe add more destruction. Whatever do I need? Answer is everything. I think we play the world, we can just go to town with our land. Landfall shenanigans. Play the forest, play the Rumble first. Could make the Rogue's Passage a creature. I think we'll go for the Forest though. Then deal 2. Now we can play the Flare. Non-token green creature. Because the Forest is a colorless creature. Always remember, everybody, basic lands and lands as a whole don't have a color. So cultivation plus forest does not work. Look at this. Cannot target the forest. So yeah, this sucks. Sacking the Nano Elves does not do me any good. Still gives me the land drops though, so I think it's worth it. Secures my land drop, fixes my mana. Get the forest on field. Then yeah, can play the mountain next turn. Animate even more, go aggro. Sanctum of Tranquility. Tranquilite sucks. So play the Toph. Greatest Earthbende up. And they concede, nice. Okay, it seems Toph has somewhat of a reputation by now. I'm playing such a fair deck, but the opponents concede so early, it's so strange. I'll take it. Definitely have to look at the YouTube video after the games. Just give me a short little second. EA access for whatever reason annoys me, okay, nice. So let's go again. 3-in-1 with the Toph deck, but a lot of concessions there. So enjoy that record with a grain of salt. Looks like it was actually about a year and a half ago. Okay. So what do we have here? Fixing into red and green, ramp, and a lot of Tophs. I love it. Playing against mono green Toski, so that is a kind of fun matchup. Who goes over the top of the other? Toski definitely loves to go big and to ramp out early. So we'll Windswept Thief, search for our stomping ground. Turn 3 Toski is kinda busted. Don't know what I think about that on the play. And the drawing might be a little bit too slow. See how far we come. The Jade Lights Belanker, okay. So a lot of Rampy Pamp. They can play their Toski next turn. Will be awesome with the Spelunker either way. Kinda need my mana if I'm really honest. Having only the tap lands here sucks. Secret Tunnel plus Toph Greatest Earthbender is though pretty good. So there are some nice little wombo combo shenanigans that you can do. I think this is the best land in our whole deck. Just having an unblockable double strike is so good. And Toph being able to make it really big is also nice. So yeah, what can we do? Play the forest here, play the blind bandit. Could have also played the Greatest Earthbender here. Both have 3 toughness. Might have been better for my mana use though. Not sure about it, not sure about it. Ooh, Death Touch plus the Toski is kind of fun. Nice. I would have played Poison the Blade on the Spelunker here. Or maybe on the Elves, depending on how many creatures they want to attack with. Also the hard-hitting question with the Toski here. Our opponent plays very sloppy, but it does not really matter. They just have everything. So what can we do? Can play Greatest Earthbender, still have the problem that we don't have enough blockers. Kinda want as many blockers as possible, so I think I'll just play also our lands a little bit different. Bounce the forest to stay on defense, pass for now. Okay, opponent attacks with everything. We'll gladly eat the creatures. Do I want to trade with the Sedge Scorpion is a question. Kinda yes, kinda no. I think having to get rid of all of their stuff is important. They draw all of their deck, so I don't know. I think our win condition here is Secret Tunnel, if I'm really honest. Might not matter because they drew so many cards and they just ramp out with the Castle Garen Brick. So this matchup might be over for us. Drop all of their 1-drops. That's interesting to see. So yeah, we can Greatest Earthbende here. Make our Secret Tunnel 4/4. Then do another 2 cards, because Heirloom is just busted. You can also draw a million cards opponent. So that's nice, and then we have the dissection tools to also gain a lot of life back. So depending on how big the opponent's plays will be, still might be in a solid position, I would say. Especially if dissection tool is giving us back 12 life every turn. So yeah, no blocks into the Death Touchers. Want to keep the double strike. If they have removal from the top, they have it. As you see, they have a lot of deal damage and fight effects. Okay, enduring vitality. Flash Burrower. Okay. When Boomy enters Earthbende 4, gets my Secret Tunnel up to 16 damage next turn. That's not good enough. We'll definitely play the mountain, that's for sure. Can give +2/+2 is only 12 damage. With this board state, it does not really matter. I'm at 11, I need to get some life back. So I think I still dissection tools here. And I can Earthbende next for the last few points of damage. So that should be good enough. So re-equip to the Secret Tunnel. Sacrifice here. Guess we just Earth Heirloom. Get another 12 life back. Draw another 2. And pass for now. Drop the forests. We already have the mountain for the arena. Can play Boomy next turn, sacrifice him to re-equip the section tools on the Secret Tunnel once more. And as long as our opponent does not have instant speed interaction, it should be fine. But yeah, this game looks pretty grim. Could have also tried and animate 2 extra lands with the Argothian Uprooting. Just go to town. Not sure if it was lethal, might have to look up the what after this game. After this video. So yeah, take all of the damage. Opponent wants to draw a million cards. Needs to draw an answer, that's for sure. And if he taps out, he should be dead next turn. So let's see what happens. Toph plus Secret Tunnel. Toph plus Secret Tunnel is so much fun. Love it. Okay, okay. So far so good. That's a very impressive board. Kinda like your deck. Just Death Charge Tribal with Toski as its spearhead. Brownie Man! Welcome back, welcome back. Okay, okay, play Arena of Glory. I think... How many blockers does opponent have? 4. Doesn't really matter. I think we just go to town with the Secret Tunnel and call it a day. Let's see if I get punished. They have something. They need to play their trick. Husejo is okay, but I still beat them for 8 damage. Nice. Do they have a... Aww. Yeah. So yeah. This was sloppy as hell, but yeah, could have also played the Boomy here. There are a lot of deal damage effects and also instant speed, so keep that in mind. It's also a thing. Small Peter. Big Peter. Ooh, free tree scribe, nice. Pose a counter on another creature whenever something flickers. 07 opponent, yes, so true, Brownie Man. By the way, I did some nice little crafting. I think the deck list was terrible, but still was a lot of fun. Played some Jolom. A lot of bunt value. You might have to show me your list rather soonish, because I think I don't know how to build the best around this commander. Played some Jolom, was fine, but I'm still not sure if it was good enough. Might have to check out the VOD after it. Did some Zero Budget Brawl Viewer Child Point Redemption building today. So yeah, I got another win. Whoops. I think we are 4-1. And I think that's good enough for me. Or should we go into one extra game? We'll definitely check out the what. Nice. Let me know what you think. I think the building section of the Tanyolom was pretty tough. I started with artifact creatures, but then I looked up the card once more, and I saw that there are restrictions. You only can animate non-creature artifacts and lands. So yeah, there are 2 main routes I think you can build a deck, more artifact heavy or more land heavy. I've gone the landfall route. Did not see too much synergy, but still just ramping it up and banding it up was good enough. So yeah, I think we'll go for one extra Toph game and then just call it a day. Will not stream too long today. Still have to do some groceries and I'm hungry. Not hangry, but hungry. Okay, Rin and Seri. Nice. Shrink me down once more. How are we looking? Got 2 lands. Are fixed. Are on the draw though. And Rin and Seri plus Hero is kinda busted. Cats and dogs it is. Let's get beaten down by the creature deck. I think we might have to mulligan. Having the bitch works battle is kinda fun, but we need to drop it as a land, which sucks. Ooh, and we also have ads. Yeah, I think the mulligan is way better. How long are we without ads? Pre-rolls are on. So ad break might start rather soonish. Let's play the Stomping Ground tap pass. Sorry for the ad break, everybody. Hope that the pre-rolls don't get you too much. So play the Multiversal Passage, go for the Foresto. Pay 2. play either Fuel Tank Feast or the Badger Mole Cup. Kinda want to get a discount. Opponent might just have all of the removal too. We still try it. The Feast or pass. Next turn can double up our mana with the Badger Mole Cup. If we hit another untapped land, it would be awesome. Otherwise, just playing Toph as a curved topper is good in my books. Okay, there's a Farseek, sweet. So get the discount here. Can play the Badger Mole Cup there. Animate the Stomping Ground, double up the mana. Making us ever so much mana. Go for the mountain. Pass for now. Big shoutouts to Bambit Aus. 91. Whoop whoop whoop. Crafting me the power. Yeah, I also played some MDFCs in my list. So I was on the right track. Nice. That's always fun to hear. Okay, can play the Toph opponent with the Ascendancy, so I don't have too much time. Might have to go for the Sas Kestrel though. Go for the Sas. Search myself either a land or the Chocobo. I think we go for the Traveling Chocobo and see how far we come. Smack in for free. I will definitely post my decklist also in our Discord, Brownie Man, so you can also look it up after stream. I think that should be also fine-ish if you would just want to have a quick look. Okay, opponent going full value. Do we have any land? ETB is doubling. Kinda like to have a look at the top with the Traveling Chocobo. Still think I might just have to drop the Toph here. I think we'll do it like this. Fuel Feast it down, play the Toph. Earthbende everything that I have on my Stomping Ground here. Just smack in for 1,000,000 damage. Doubling up my counter, so I think this should be game. Yeah! Nice, nice, nice! Wombo combo achieved, whoop whoop whoop, 12-12, goes for the win. Sweet. So yeah, this was a very, very nice Toph win. Opponent dawdling around and getting punished for that. So yeah, this is a solid 5-1. Big shoutouts to Marathon. Thank you for the Toph. Greatest Earthbender is busted. Greatest Earthbender is really, really scary. So, let's go to the deck tech. Welcome back to the deck review, everybody. How did we feel about the deck? I'm kinda happy with where we ended up. I think 5-1 is nice. Opponents conceded quite a lot, but we still got at least 2 really, really nice top wins. Which also brings me to the upgrade. What's it called? Recommendations. Upgrade recommendations. Here we go. First things first, you cannot open Toph in draft, I think, because she is a special sheet card. Could be also a pre-constructed card? Question mark, question mark. If you see her, pick her high, she's really strong. Other than that, just making your lands double striking is pretty busted. So for an upgrade guide, I personally would say, if you go to the non-collection list that we have so far, go for cards like Crop Rotation, which are very cheap. And also sacrifice your Earthbende lands from time to time. Earthbende definitely nice. You don't have too many cards, unfortunately, in Arena right now. Still having some nice little ramp payoffs or some search cards is so good. And Crop Rotation searches you for the most busted card in the whole deck. As you have seen, all of your unblockable cards are busted. So Secret Tunnel really good. Rogue's Passage really, really nice. Crop Rotation searches for any land, so that's a thing. Search for a land card. Then we also have the Elvish Reclaimer, which is a rare, but still pretty good. So if you want to up your land search, go for the Reclaimer too. Elvish Reclaimer, 2 mana, sacrifice a land, search for any land from deck. Is awesome with the unblockable Secret Tunnel. Secret Tunnel being a creature wombo combo with the Toph is just busted. Brownie Man redeeming the crop rotation right away. Wants to see me play all of the power. So yeah, crop rotation came into Arena with the anthology sets. So that's a big shout out. It's also a common, so really busted. Brownie Man, shall I craft a one-off? I shall do that. No constructed shenanigans for me. Gotta get it in, hehehe. So yeah, all of my viewers can redeem their channel points to make me craft the cards. Otherwise, Zero Budget Brawl is no crafts allowed. If you want to tackle the challenge, definitely keep an eye out for your world progress and your wildcards collection overall. So yeah, big shout out to Brownie Man for the redemption. For everyone new to the challenge, Zero Budget Brawl means I have to play Magic from scratch, which I did 4 months ago. And now I just play all of the power that my viewers give me with some free shoutouts and a lot of fun. So if you're into that, check out our Twitch channel, go to the link in the description box and join us. For every channel point redemption that you cash in for you get a free shoutout during the YouTube videos and also some nice little power in the follow-up deck, tags and so on. Other than that, what else would I get into the list? A lot of awesome ramp, a lot of good Seek cards, a lot of Conjuration. Especially some cards like the... Where is it? Ojar Pak are normally my personal favorites. Mythic Lepok, Busted Mythic from Alchemy 2024. Whenever you put a land into play, you can double it up once per turn, which is nuts if you have some of your better ramp spells going online, like for example Map the Frontier. Play Map the Frontier, get yourself 2 deserts. Can be for example the Backwoods and the... Where is it? Do I not have my ramp spell? I think I should have it. Did I not include my desert? Ooh, I have to watch that. Look for that. You can look up for desert, you could also go for the deserts that we already have. Did I not include the Ard Aquay? There it is. Ard Aquay doubles up with Pock, makes 4 mana, bounces 2 lands so that you have even more land drops. The bounce lands a little bit of a number with Toph though, so keep that in mind. For a ramp spell, like the Map the Frontier, it's awesome. For Toph, which counts all of the lands that you have on the battlefield, a little bit tough, but still worth it in my opinion. Then you can definitely go for all of the landfall creatures in Magic. I have a very selected few because Modern Horizons 3 was flashback for a short amount of time. We have a little bit of power. You can definitely go for some Sarsa's Chocobo or some Brizzly Bill, which also gives you counters for your Earthbende lands, which is busted. Right, the Shoe Puff is good, Roaring Earth is good. Roaring Earth also kind of nice because it's one of the few cards that can make your lands into creatures, so that's a thing. So if you want to go budget, those uncommons are easy crafts. If you want to go more rare heavy decks, can definitely craft some power cards like Lotus Cobra 2, because you want to play all of the landfall and all of the land ramp cards that you can get. So I've get Cup also doubles up your tokens with some fetch lands, so get all of the fetch lands in. Can also get some cards like the Cross of Krufix, which reward you with more lands from the top. Also gain you some life. Can play a lot of the dual land creature cards from Zendika and from Modern Horizons. Or play some power like Scoot Swarm, makes you even more tokens. So Landfall is a very strong archetype for itself. Not only for the Toph. One of the easiest inclusion, I think, from the rare slots is definitely the File of World Sculpture. When it enters, put 4 counters on target plant you control, and it makes 1,000,000 plants for every basic that you control. So that's easy. Easy baby GG with Toph. And other than that, you have also some nice little mythic payoffs like Omnath. So Landfall Toph is definitely the easiest way to play the deck. And go really big. Especially with cards like Brushfire Elemental in the common slot, uncommon slot. Where you can also boost your creatures quite easily. Other than that, get a lot of cards in your deck which give you trample. So cards like Garruk's Uprising are important. Is really, really nice. Also a nice payoff for some more card advantage card draw. I did not play it because we did not play too much Go Big stuff. Or maybe just forgot it. Still got a nice little record. And other than that, definitely check out all of the Nissa Planeswalker spells. Nissa Voice of Zendikar puts a counter on each creature, which is awesome. Vital Force can draw you a million cards with the land drops when you ultimate her, and that is quite easy because she just has to tick up once and then you can down tick her for the emblem. Nissa Ascended Animist makes a million tokens, also is a very nice removal planeswalker for artifacts and enchantments. As you have seen, we missed some of those, which was not so fun. And Nissa Who Shakes the World doubles up your mana, so that's busted. Also gives +1/+1 counters on your lands and animates them. Other than that, they are also in the planeswalker slots, Ren and 6. Which is easy, I would say. So you've got Ren and 6 to recur your summon lands. Is a mythic, but still good. Could also just play all of the Ren cards. Ren and Rainbreaker is solid. Makes your land also vigilant, hexproof, and hasty. And Ren and 7 gives you more land drops or some big treefolk which grow with all the lands on the battlefield. So that's kind of fun. Other than that, get a lot of counters on the lands and go to town. Toph Battle Greatest Earthbende is awesome and really, really fun. If you want to support the stream, by the way, everybody, check out our YouTube page. We've got a lot of awesome Zero Budget Brawl here. Got a lot of variety too. From time to time, a little bit of RPGs. We'll be posting a lot of limited also. I think the first Avatar draft will be online this evening. Got also some nice little Pack 1 Pick 1 shorts. So if you want to up your game with drafts, check those out too. And other than that, all of our bots are also on the YouTubes. So you can check those out too. They will be staying there forever. If you want to support the stream, can also make some Inception, go to our Twitch page, follow us here. Could also go to the Discord link and join the order of you. Join the Discord, have a lot of fun with the community. Ask all of your questions, especially if you're a new player, that's kind of fun. We'll start here at the welcome section where you get all a nice little wink from me. And that you can, as always, go to the forum, ask all of your questions, post also your deck lists, like Lesamal loves to do, and check out the power. There are also some memes with the Magic the Gathering section, and some free-to-play Magic from Scratch updates whenever I go offline from the stream. With a lot of early Zero Budget Brawl lists from the very start, so check those out, have a lot of fun, and enjoy. Other than that, comment, like, and subscribe if you're on the YouTubes, helps the channel out a lot. And thank you so much for watching this episode of Zero Budget Brawl. Big shout out to Marathon42 for the Toph Greatest Earthbende craft. It was kind of fun to play the deck, and I will definitely brew around with it in the future. Haha. Whew. And I think we will be calling it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for this shorter stream today. Got some things to do, so I will be raiding someone else. Bum, 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 bum. Close everything else. If you have someone that you want to raid, let me know. Otherwise, we'll have a short little look. Copy pasta. We'll be online tomorrow for a short little midweek magic, so that's also a thing. Hamhawks? Is Hamhawks online? If Hamhawks is online, we will definitely raid him. Yeah, Hamhawks is online. Drafting a lot of Avatar, so if you're new to Draft into Limited, check that out. Graham is a little bit salty these days because, yeah, that's what Magic does with you from time to time, but otherwise it's fine. Bambit is going there anyway and he wants his laurels. Okay, so let's concur with Bambit today. Here we have it. Raiding Hammocks with 2, with 3, maybe with 4. Only with 3, now with 4, that's fine. So yeah, thank you so much for staying with me for another nice little 3 hours, and I will see you all tomorrow in good strength and good health. Have an awesome day wherever you are on the planet. Enjoy the week, going ever so strong in the direction of Christmas. Until then, see you soon. Be good, be brave, behave. Raid on now. Adios.